Fantastic. All right, here we go. We're rhyming this Frostmaiden. It's session 25. Everyone, between organizing, being here, and the massive
Fantastic.
break, gets 2 points of inspiration. They will go away if you don't use them this session. If you need to take a break, just let us know and we will take one. And let's get that group pick in here. Great. Thanks, y'all. Oh, man, Kevin, you got some crazy eyes going on. Bryce, you look charming. I just love it. Thanks. Very good. Okay. Group picks. Here we go. What's today's date? It is 06/12/2022. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, now I'm going to do music. Great. Oh, I need to make a roll. Before anything starts, I need to make a roll. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, we're good. Okay.
Dragon comes down from the sky and burns Bryn Shander to the ground.
That's what it is, but it's freezing it instead.
Right. Yeah.
It is currently the 29th of Marpenoth in the year 1489 at around 7:38 a.m. And I'm going to tell you all what happened last time since it's been almost 2 months. The session started with me explaining to you all a bit more about the children of Auril, who are offensively known as the Maidenheads, as well as the town sacrifices, and how all of these sacrifices that are being done now have actually been shown to make the winter a little less harsh, and that's why people abide by them. Jasper was investigating Hilda's, while Drea napped upstairs with Tilda. Beery did some work helping BB in the kitchen, while also organizing her backpack and nailing down that bizarre metal box filled with flesh and eyes and teeth that had moved its way across the shop. She sort of secured that in place. 4chan did some sparring with Sonar. Skywatcher started his work on his health potion. On his first check, you got a 26, which is going to lower the DC of the next check, and you had advantage because of Goody's help. Corpse Grinder popped over to the Kelvern's Comfort to visit the caravan crew and picked up a rumor about Kara Koenig. And BB made you all some breakfast for dinner. You all reunited, talking loosely about your days. BB informed you that he and Drea were going to be heading out the morning after the show so that he could go make contact with his people again and sort of get the lay of the land and who knows what else. Tilna told you all that Danica wasn't in Targos. You guys already knew this. She just hadn't really caught up with everybody yet. There were discussions about the concerts. You all made plans of who's going to be doing what. 4chan expressed a little bit of anxiety about being around all these people. You all decided that at this concert tonight, you would be telling the world about your deeds against Auril and what happened in the forest of Lonelywood and your defeat of Ravison. Post dinner, y'all did a bit of band practice, once again figuring out who's going to be playing what. I explained the new mechanics, how if you're going to be giving the help action, you have to pass a lower DC just to provide that help action to them. It was going to be Beery, BB, who had his 2 help actions, Sonar and Goody would be helping, and then Corpse Grinder, Skywatcher, Jasper, and Drea would be playing. Jasper showed off the pipe he found, the magical pipe over in Hilda's, as well as her crystalline dildo. And you guys decided you were going to hit the town, go visit a few of the bars, spread the word about the concert, play some demo shows. BB stayed in, protecting Tilna. And Sonar put on some new armor that was given to her by Jasper and did some meditating to heal. Goody showed you how during your band practice he rearranged his branches to make the Equinox logo. And so now if a light spell is cast and you could like cast it on something and like put it in a little branch hand, it would shine through saying the word Equinox. So you guys can use him for to help the performance a little bit, to advertise. You all hit the town, first making your way to Kelvin's Comfort, where on the way you encountered a homeless man who said was super hungry because he's just been eating rats. This was Joe the hobo. Beery gave him some gold, and Corpse Grinder gave him some rations, telling him he didn't want to see his puppet show. And he, in touching you all, almost diseased you, but you fended it off. This dirty, shit-covered, rat-eating man. Y'all passed through the market and took a look at it, seeing the sort of shrine to Joaquin that is notably in its center. And you also took notice, like, as you were going through town, word had already sort of spread about the show. Some of the people in the market knew who you were. Other people you invited. You also caught sight of one of the children of Auril doing some open air preaching, which you all just sort of ignored and moved on past. As you arrived at Kelvin's Comfort, you met the fiery dwarf owner, Ogden Flamebeard, who expressed some bitterness about not being the place where you all are playing this next concert. You interfaced with Cece, the barmaid there, and found out from Drea that the brandy that they have there is actually rot gut, that they have just sort of rebottled and relabeled. You saw your caravan allies that Jasper and Corpse Grinder met on the journey up. Cynthia agreed to sell merch for you all at the show, and Ogden tried to convince you all to play a show here. You had some conversations about what you want to do, and you told him, if you guys are basically like, we want to play at every bar in Bryn Shander, and our next show after the Northlook will be here. And he thought that was cool, and gave everyone a round of drinks, and y'all started getting a little drunky. Hlyn Trollbane showed up. Your all's the dwarven woman who hired you all to do your very first mission, which you guys are still on, finding the serial killer. You guys played some demo songs for the crowd to attract a few more people to come see the show. And it was an average performance. Some of your bandmates were exhausted from the day of travel, and a lot of you were a little drunk. Beery had some words with Haruna Battlehammer, selling her a holy symbol for a piece of quartz worth 10 gold. Jasper had some words with Hlyn, finding out about a secret shop called the Subtle Solution, as well as asking some questions about the progress with the Ice Knife Killer. You all headed out to the Hooked Knucklehead, getting briefly waylaid by a local wild stray dog that tried to steal some food from Drea, but got knocked unconscious by Jasper. You all just sort of left it to be. As you arrived at the Hooked Knucklehead, you guys met a few of Beery's friends that you all did some gambling with, Garnar, Henry, and J-Lo, and caught up on some local gossip, but it was nothing you didn't already know. There was some winning and some losing, and some more drinks were bought. You played a few songs, doing a slightly worse job as the night was progressing, with the exhaustion and drunkenness really showing itself. And you left there. As you did so, you saw the aurora that fills the sky every night sort of blaze into its glory. Looking for Auril riding on a bird. You did not see her. You encountered one of the children of Auril, then yelling about how the Frostmaiden, crosses the sky, and you guys just went on past. You eventually made your way to the Northlook, got some drinks, decided the cost of the cover for your concert was going to be 3 silver. You're going to get a merch booth set up. You got the showtime of 7 p.m. established. Forge Hand was going to do security. Y'all handed over a guest list and played a few songs to sort of hype up the crowd, do some promo work. Jasper, as you were leaving, you put a sign on the door that the concert would be here. tonight, today, the day that it is now. Late and tired and a little drunk, y'all headed back to Beery's while Corpse Grinder went to Kelvin's Comfort for a night of pleasure with Cynthia. Everyone is now waking up. It's about 7:30, 8 a.m. Or thereabouts. Everyone's long rested. The levels of exhaustion have been removed. The show is at 7 p.m. You all have roundabouts 12 hours until then. As you wake, some of you that are at Beery's smell some breakfast is being made and see that BB is once again in the kitchen. He seems to be making some sort of stew, exclaiming that, "Oh, we had breakfast for dinner, so now we have dinner for breakfast."
Saw that coming.
What?
I saw that coming. That's it.
Yeah, classic. And yeah, so as you all start the day, I'll just say a few things that are just happening. Tilna comes up to Beery and lets you know that she's going to be heading to the town hall to sort of spread the word about the concert for you all. And I'm going to roll a persuasion check for Tilna to see how well she does. Oh, that didn't go in. Okay, great.
Let us know if you see anything suspicious.
You got it.
Don't look too hard. Don't worry about it.
Right, for sure. Cool. That's gonna add some people to the show. Drea comes to you early in the morning, Beery, and asks if you can help fix her bag that got ripped by that dog last night.
Yeah, I imagine Beery knows how to sew.
Absolutely. You made some children's garments, over the years. Skywatcher. As you wake up and start the day, Goody, as you wake up, is just staring at you.
Does Goody have eyes?
Yeah, he's got two little glowing orbs.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to make this potion together?
Yes, Bush. I will make the potion with you.
Let's get doing it, baby.
All right.
So you're going to be working on this for pretty much a good deal of the day until the show. Assuming... Actually, here, I'm going to say BB's making breakfast. Stew is served. Everyone is awake. Corpse Grinder, you're waking up over at Kelvin's Comfort. Cynthia by your side. She still seems to be sleeping. Do you... what do you want to do?
Leave a note for her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you jot a little note. If it's relevant, you can text me what it says. And get dressed and head out into the bar. You see very few of the caravan guards are up. There's some of them that are just sort of like sleeping on couches out here. There's another that's maybe having breakfast, but no one that you've really heavily interfaced with, just people that you recognize. Do you want to do anything here in the bar?
I just want to go back and regroup with the pals.
Excellent. No issue. You make your way across the city and you come in as they are gathering around the table for some hearty stew from some mysterious frozen meat from outside. But yeah, you guys are all around the table. So Forge Hand, Skywatcher, Corpse Grinder, Beery, Drea, BB, Goody, Sonar. Everyone is here if you all want to talk about anything before you do your various activities for the day. Stew is served.
Oh, this is very good, BB.
He got a 17 plus extra on the cooking roll, so it is actually pretty good.
Okay, nice.
Okay, good.
She would have said it regardless, but
You don't have to lie.
She says it with a sense of genuine
This.
Wow, this is good. Like, wow.
Kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do an insight check on Beery to see,
Uh.
like before I eat it, to see if it's any good. But
Yeah.
that would just slow things down.
No, you're good. Yeah, you get a sense that it. She is surprised that it is good. That's what you pick up on. Okay. Drea says, so do you all want to do any practicing before the show tonight, or what's everyone getting into today?
Well, 4chan, I was going to ask your help in sourcing some metal to make a breastplate with. Figured we could go down to Black Iron Blades.
Absolutely.
That's all I got until the show, I think.
What are you doing at an orphanage? Former orphan. All right. Kind of weird, but you're a weird guy, so it makes sense. Definitely. 4chan, I thought I heard Goody talking about that potion. You're going to be making a health potion today?
I mean, Skywalker.
I'm sure you meant to say Skywatcher. not
Skywatcher.
4chan.
I did mean to say Skywatcher.
Yes, I am going to do that with Goody.
Legit. Corpse Grinder, you got any plans for the day?
And practice a little bit, of course. I guess I'll just, if you guys aren't doing anything that you need my help with, I guess I'll just hang out at the bar all day.
Spread the
Get there
word.
early and welcome people to make it seem more hospitable or human.
Smart. Very smart.
Good PR.
Absolutely. Drea says, did you all want to get a different sort of costume for Sonar, or Jasper, were you going to give her your crazy outfit with the face strings? Did you all want to get costumes otherwise? In general? Okay.
Yeah, some performance costumes that we wear every time to be recognizable.
Absolutely.
Beery, how
I'm
long do
already
you
wearing
think
my
that?
costume.
Beery, how long do you think a breastplate would take you to make? That seems like it might actually fit in with the theme of our band being adventurers and Oril slayers.
Yeah, that's more of a question for 4chan. I was just going to help him however I can. What do you think?
Well, Elliot, how long do I think the breastplate would take?
It really varies. I mean, it's not going to be a day for sure. It varies based on the quality of the materials, if you're rushing it, and if you have people to help you. all of these things can be found out when you all go to the smithy, and we can resolve it from there. But it's somewhere in the range of, and especially because of your like smithing background with that double time thing, like 2 to 4 weeks, because it just takes time to work out metal to be that specific breastplate shape. And you're a fairly large mammoth,
Indeed.
so it'll take a bit of time, but it can be sped up depending on the situation around it. If you do a rush job, it would essentially be like anytime there would be a crit against Beery, there's a chance that the armor could break and like decrease its AC, which is something you could help fix in the future. But yeah, it just depends on if you want it sooner or you want it better.
I think it'd be worth the wait, but what do you think, 4chan? You're the armor specialist.
Yeah, if you can wait for it to be done right, you should wait for it to be done right.
Okay. Well, then we'll just source metal today and see what we can get started on.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably start doing some work on it today if you wanted to. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you all want to discuss over breakfast? Good to go?
Yeah.
Good to go.
Cool beans. All right, Skywatcher, let's get you making these potion rolls. The first one you have advantage on, and it's a DC 15. You'll be able to add your wisdom and proficiency +1.
Could
Sorry, wisdom and proficiency plus what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said plus what? Did you say plus? Did you think I said plus one?
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can, I would say you could guide yourself on this too, if you want to add a D4.
Do we get any inspiration today?
Everyone got 2.
We got 2.
Yeah,
Shit,
because
I'm
it's
using
been
1.
so long. If you use 1, you can re-roll both dice. You have advantage because Goody's helping you.
Alright, let's fucking do this.
Okay. Well, I am.
If you roll very well, with the crafting of this potion, it can heal for more than the standard potion. Since we're making it a skill check affair.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, it's a 17 without adding anything in, so that's good enough already.
Oh, add it all in, baby.
Proficiency 19 plus also wisdom.
Yep.
+1.
Because you're
Okay.
proficient in this.
So that's 24.
Okay. Yes, this is going to lower the DC for your next roll. So you spend about 3 hours doing the process of essentially you've had all these readied materials and you are moving them into extracting from them what is useful and then blending that into a liquid that's going to be consumable. It uses alcohols and oils, a number of other things that are around this shop and in your kit. So because you did so well, the DC on the final check is now is also just a 15. So you can make the same roll, and this will be like the next 4 hours or so.
Sounds good. Or wait, you want me to roll it now?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. I
I'm just
misunderstood
gonna.
that.
I can just go ahead and get you out of the way since you're just gonna be making a potion the whole time.
Yep.
Or at least for a while. You can
All right,
guide
that's
yourself
one.
if you want to add a D4.
I am good without it, I think. I mean, I definitely am.
Well, the more it is,
15.
the better the potion can be. So.
Well, I went ahead
But
and
you
guided
can-
myself.
Perfect.
But it is 23.
23. All right. Yeah, when you finish this, like 7 hours of labor. So, if you all have breakfast, 8:30, 3 hours is 11:30, 4 hours is. Yeah, you'll finish this up about 4 p.m. And this potion will heal you 3d4 plus 5 if you drink it. We have a corpse grind, or we have a Skywatcher healing potion. And I'm instituting that new rule where if you use your action to drink a potion instead of a bonus action, it's just the maximum amount right off the bat. So cool. You're going to be doing that until 4 p.m. Thank you very much.
How many D4 or what?
It heals 3d4 plus 5.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool. Got it.
Okay. Let's do. Jasper, you've got a few things, so I'm gonna intersperse you with everybody else. What do you want to go do first? Check out the orphanage, Kadu's, or the subtle solution? The map and scroll shop. I'm going to. Okay, cool. Yeah, you leave Beery's, and it's not too far from her house. Subtle. As you approach, you see a large sign that says the Dale Candle and Oil Company. That seems to be the cover. Beneath the sign, there is some script that reads in Thieves' Cant, the subtle solution. And unlike most other businesses in Bryn Shander, oh geez, why did you do that? We see that you change the size. What if we move your whole document around? Unlike most businesses in Bryn Shander, this store is located at the edge of town, hidden in a little used alleyway. One of the first things you notice as you approach is the strong scent of cinnamon when you enter. As you come into this sort of small shop, the walls are lined with oils, incenses, powders, candles, small amulets, and very like various homeopathic medicines. And you see behind the counter a pale violet tiefling who you've been told goes by the name of Nowhere. And she wears just sort of like simple robes and looks to be sort of doing an inventory as you come in. She puts that down and says, hello, and welcome to Dale Candle and Oil Co. I am Nowhere. What are you looking for today? That's her. I think you're figuring out right now, this isn't a riddle. Oh, that's Nowhere. They just introduced themselves that way. Hello. Yeah, you see there's a look of recognition as you say that, and she says, who sent you? How did you hear about this? Saying it in Thieves' Cant. Oh, okay. Well, any friend of Flynn is a friend of mine. There are, everything you see here before you, candles, oils, and incense. What other sort of things might you be looking for? Yes, that is doable. What else are you looking for? Quite a bit. I hold on one second. I want to look up and see. Do thieves' tools have a price somewhere? Jesse, do you know?
I don't. But I think 50 gold might be right. Actually, maybe they do in the tools section.
Okay, cool. Yes. I see it's under. I didn't check under the tools section where the prices would be. Very smart. Perfect.
Thieves can't. What do you got in the way of poisons is actually just. So what's your uncle doing lately?
Yeah. Well, it's cool. I like what thieves can't. It takes you 4 times longer to say everything. To say one sentence, you have to say 4 sentences, like just the way it stacks. But I don't want to go through the nonsense jibber jabber of that. And we'll just, if anyone were to walk in, it would just sound like you're talking about the weather or some shit. No one would know. And as you ask this, she sort of pulls out a little piece of paper and slides it across the bar, or the counter, and to anyone else, this would look like just jibber jabber. It looks like, some sort of inventory of foods or something. And you have access to what these do, and you can see their prices. And if you want to take a minute to look over that, we can cut to someone else. You could ask. You don't know if it would be here. What do you have in mind? That's
Dagger boots.
It seems like, it's almost like it's lucky she has the thieves' tools, because it seems like her main trade is in poison, and then all of these other oils, incense, powders. All the rest of that seems to be legitimate in that, like, you could purchase those. And they all have prices varying between 1 and 20 gold. Like, some of the homeopathic medicines are a bit more expensive. But it seems like this is mostly just like a poison supply place. Cool. Excellent. And you have the poison link or whatever? Great. Okay, so yeah, it's just like, hold on, poisons, DNG. And here we go. Yep, these are them. Okay, cool. So we've got Corpse Grinder or Beery and Forge Hand. Who would like to go first?
I will. We will.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, heck yeah.
I just had an idea and I looked something up to support my evidence. Here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
So I've got the hot box out back of my house, which is hot enough for glass blowing.
The hot box is inside, just so it's clear.
Right. But connected to Hilda's, where it was set up for glass blowing.
Correct.
Glass blowing temperature is 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Correct.
Blacksmithing temperature is 2,100 to 2,500 Fahrenheit.
Correct.
So would this be a usable forge for working on this in the future?
This could produce suitable heat to melt and then reforge metals. Correct.
Great.
You would need. He had Forge Hand has proper smithing tools, but you'd need more of the setup of like
Proper services to work on it.
Like an anvil.
An anvil and
bellows.
yes, there should be bellows there. I mean, honestly, a lot of the things for glass making, I think, could additionally help with smithing. But yeah, I think for, with a little bit of time, a conversion could easily be done, and you could make her old glass blowing setup into a smithy forge. I don't know if that's how it really works in real life, but I'm going to say it does because you did some work that I didn't do. So
because that's how D&D be.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll point that out to Forge Hand and suggest.
I was thinking maybe.
Yeah, so like
After
maybe
we
you guys
get
go
the
next door and Forge Hand, you check out the setup. And you like crank up the hot box so you can get a feel for how hot it gets, and yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I've used colder things than this to melt metal, so for sure. Go ahead, sorry, Jesse.
Yeah.
So I was thinking after we get the metal, you could either stay at Black Iron Blades and maybe they'd let you use their forge, and in the meantime I could come back here and start working on this conversion, or you could come back here, or I could stay there and help you with my magic. It's up to you.
I don't know. We'll have to see how it looks when we get there. I imagine I'll use. Was it Black Iron Forge? Is that what it's called?
Black Iron Blades was the place.
I'll probably try to use Black Iron Blades' place as much as possible since they're already set up. But we could by all means convert this place.
Great. Well, let's get going. And we walk.
Cool, yeah. The two of you all get dressed and step out into town, making your way over to Black Iron Blades. You... Hold on. Let's see here. As you...
That's a decision. Would I be walking around town with my armor on? Probably not too sure about how to trust people here. Probably still gonna armor up even though he's in town.
All right. Yep. You've been wearing
a little.
Yeah, you're gonna show off for sure.
It's perhaps a little overkill, but he's wary.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been a few days. You're not super comfortable with everybody yet. It makes sense. I will say, as you move about town, you're heading towards the market. Beery, you do see a funeral procession of like 8 people carrying a simple coffin. And they seem to be making their way through the market. A few people are remarking or, joining in a bit of the mourning. But yeah, as you pass by, you see that someone appears to have died.
As we are also making our way through the market, can I see if I recognize the people to identify who it is?
Yeah, and I'd say go ahead and roll that with advantage as a 2-year local.
What role is this?
History.
11.
Okay. Yes. I would say you recognize who you think, you can't remember his name, but you think this is the son of a fellow by the name of Buckley Deerer. Weird name. He was sort of a larger, more unhealthy man and seemed to be consistently stressed out anytime you ran into him. He was a crafter of sorts. Not super familiar with him, but you you recognize the connection at least, because he would sometimes hang out around the Hook Knucklehead, where the other craftsfolk tend to gather. If you want to pay some respects.
Sure. I'll go up to the sun and say,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Did you know my father?
A bit. We are acquaintances on occasion.
The doctor said it was stress. Said his heart just gave out. The winter and everything. So we're going to go bury him near the lake. He really liked. And he just starts to cry, or like well up to begin to cry. He really liked just sitting out there and watching it, in the summer, do some fishing. Thank you for your words.
Of course. I'll think of him throughout the day.
And they carry on their way, moving through the city.
I'll cast guidance as he goes, just in case.
Excellent. You say a little prayer for him. That's nice. Yes, lovely. But yeah, you all pass through this market. You see none of the booths or anything are selling any sort of raw metals, so it seems like Black Iron Blades is going to be the place to go. As you arrive, this small shop and smithy stands just north of the town square. It's a well-known one-stop shop for adventurers and other travelers in the region. The combination shop and smithy... Oh wait, I already said that part. You see a shop with... it's dark brick. It has a very large chimney that smoke is currently coming out of. A sign outside says Black Iron Blades, and entering through the thick wooden doors, you see the shop has like a 20 by 20 entry area lined with shelves and cabinets, covered and filled with various adventuring and Arctic gear, as well as fur and fur-lined textiles. Opposite the front door is a counter. Behind it, there are two large metal shelves covered in various weapons and some armor. Past those shelves, you see a forge. The counter is tended to by a dwarf woman, and the forge is currently being tended to by a dwarven man. The woman is just under 5 feet, has long, dark black and copper hair, green eyes, closely cropped and short beard. She's thick, muscular, and well-rounded, has a square face, wears thick furs, and has a pleasant smile. A pair of glasses sit at the end of their nose, and she greets you all as you come in. Well, hello, welcome to Black Iron Blades. I'm Elsa. This is Garn. Oh, hey, Beery. And it was who's this too that you have here? Looking up at Forge Hand.
This is a new friend of ours.
I'm Garath.
Garath, nice to meet you. I'm Elsa, and that back there, she gestures to the dwarf who is also, 5 feet tall. He has close cropped, dark black hair, green eyes. He sort of looks to you all. You see that there are burns and scars all over his arms. He's missing hair in parts from obvious burns. He's stocky. He's got a square face. He wears this heavy smock, thick leather clothes. And yeah, his face has burns on it. So his thick beard definitely has patches. That's Garn. Is there anything you all would be looking to purchase today? Or how can I help you?
Yes, I'm actually looking for a new breastplate. This,
okay, we have some for sale.
Chainmail's a little bit too clinky for some of our excursions.
Understandable. It can be a bit loud when you're trying to sneak around.
But, Forehand here is actually an expert blacksmith as well, and I was going to ask him to make it for me.
All right.
To compare, to see how he lives up to the legendary Black Iron Blades.
Test the skills, is it then? Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Or deception? It's up to you.
It's the same either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is deception, but more like pandering deception than.
Yeah, that's good. Pandering's good.
21. I rolled an actual 19.
Great. She rolled a 5. Well, a test of skill between the forges of the dwarves and the forges of the Goliaths, eh? And at this point, Garn has stopped doing his hammering, hearing the conversation, and has walked up to join you all. So you think that you can make a better breastplate than me, do you?
Could I have mentioned something to Forjan before we came in here?
Yeah. Well, you had a minute to walk. What do you want to? What
Cool.
do you want to have mentioned?
I just want to say,
Don't mention owlbears around Garn. He has a vendetta against them, and we've promised not to take him hunting on them because Elsa's concerned about it. They're lovely people. You'll love them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, as he approaches and says this, he says, "First, you don't take me out to go hunt owlbears, and now you're gonna try and compete with me. What's
I didn't know this was going to be a competition. I was just going to offer to help craft it.
Well, it won't be a competition because the quality of my breastplates are superior to anything you're gonna make." He says smugly, and it seems like he's not being like angry. He's being like, playfully competitive, talking
Yeah.
shit.
Well, at that point, 4chan is just gonna crack his fingers, and well, all right then.
Did I hear that you're looking to purchase a breastplate? Was it, or make one at least?
Right, we just would like the raw materials.
All right. Are you wanting to be into using the forges we have here?
Is that going to be at all possible?
We can set aside a bit of time. You'll pay a bit of rent to use it, but it's doable.
Okay.
Okay. So here's how this works. They definitely have the raw materials, and
do they have any exciting materials?
they do you inquire if they have any sort of non-standard metals?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says
I have an 18 breastplate.
I did recently find me a bit of Chardolin, if you'd be interested in using that.
Well,
I cannot recommend that.
No?
No, that stuff is nasty.
You really? You think so? The man who sold it to me did seem a little craven, to be quite honest.
You shouldn't even have that in the shop. You should get rid of that.
Roll a
That
persuasion
is-
check.
That is
That's-
bad news.
I'd say with advantage because you're a smith talking to another smith.
Oh, yikes. 13.
Well, interesting.
I happened to run into some of that on my way down from the mountains, and my griffin companion didn't react very well to it at all.
What do you mean you ran into it? You just found some raw, or?
No, we were attacked by some people who had gone crazy
Ooh.
from being in contact with it. It looked like.
Interesting. Gone crazy. What are they just screaming about, or?
And throwing spears at us, yeah.
Oh. Well, all right. That's good to know. Yeah, I guess I'll see to it getting disposed of. So, well, if you don't want any of that, then all we've got is steel, and we have some cheaper metal that would, not run you as much. Probably wouldn't be the best of quality, but it's here. So, here is how crafting is going to work. In addition to the appropriate tools for the item to be crafted, a character needs raw materials worth half of the item's selling cost. So in this case, it would be 200 gold worth of metal. If you're using this cheaper metal, it would be a little less. To determine how many work weeks it takes to create an item, divide its gold piece cost by 50. A character can complete multiple items in a work week if the items combined are 50 gold pieces or lower. Items that cost more than 50 gold can be completed over a longer time as long as the work progress is stored in a sort of safe location. Multiple characters can combine their efforts, which makes the time less. And because of your smithing background feature, any of this math you're always going to cut in half because you have that double time thing.
Maybe 4 work weeks, but now it's only 2 work weeks.
It would normally be 400 gold, so the value divided by 50, which is 8 work weeks. Right. You can convert it to 4 work weeks. But if you work on this with Garn, or if you find another person that has like smithing skills, we could cut that down to 2 potentially.
Excellent.
Particularly tiny items like rings might allow for 1 or 2 workers, whereas larger, more complex items could potentially have up to 4 people working at once. I would say with a breastplate, you could maybe have 3, but that's like pushing it. A character needs to be proficient with the tools needed to craft an item and have access to appropriate equipment. Everyone who collaborates need to have appropriate tool proficiencies, so you couldn't get goody in on this or anything like that. It would need to be another qualified smith. So yeah, 400 gold for the materials divided by 50 is 8 weeks. You can get it down to 2 weeks if you have helpers, or even less than that if you can find someone else that has smithing tools.
I have 90 gold.
Well, that would cover the cheaper materials that I have.
Oh. With the mechanic.
That would be the same thing as if you tried to rush it. If someone crits on you, they could potentially permanently decrease the AC, but you also have a smith in the party who could fix it in the future with some downtime.
I also have a bunch of money on me that I don't have a whole lot of use for otherwise.
So that'll be 200 gold for the materials, or if you want the cheaper stuff, it'll be about 90, so it's up to you. And then I would just say about a gold a day for working at the shop using the materials and the space.
Okay. So I have 154 total in gold. So I will put the other 110 in.
You sure? You could save that up in case we run into Rodolfo. Then you could get something nice from him.
I don't know. I like to make my own things when I can. I'll be fine.
Cool move. Point of inspiration for 4chan for sharing your wealth selflessly. Okay, well then that being the case, you all purchased the 200 gold worth of materials, and do you want to go ahead and start working today? It's early enough that you could get easily a day of work in.
Absolutely.
Cool. Because we're doing this set method and it's not like the potion, I guess roll.
Are we gonna roll to see if we can get like a day or 2 off at a time or something?
Yeah, if you roll high enough, we could maybe start shaving down the time. As of now, by yourself, it's 4 weeks. Are you going to be requesting his assistance?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check, but use your smithing tools as the number for the persuasion check, if that's better.
Guidance.
And guidance. Beery says a prayer.
Well,
please guide his hand in this endeavor.
Well, I mean, still have to come up with a skill that check is based on.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you think it should be? I mean, I guess you know what? I think it would change over time because this is early on. It's not going to be about precision. It's going to be about just beating the materials into the right shape. So I feel like for at least this first week, we could probably just do strength if that works for you.
I thought you
So,
were talking. I thought I was trying to convince him to help me out.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes. Then in that case, we'll have it be.
Or did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. I was thinking incorrectly here. Sorry.
Okay.
What do you think it should be? What makes sense to you?
I mean, persuasion makes sense.
Okay, so charisma base,
Yeah.
but you can add proficiency to it.
I'm already proficient in persuasion, and I got
okay.
a 20 total.
Great.
Woo!
Well, if this is for Beery and you're going to be using my place, I'll help you out. Beery, I would like some cookies now and again, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
Something with cinnamon, if you would. And you all get to work. So I guess roll a smithing check with advantage, and we can have this one be strength based.
Cool. With advantage.
Guidance.
All right. So it is 19, 23, 26.
Okay, so with his help, so 4 weeks is 28 days, but what we'll do is if you have his help, we'll keep it at 4 weeks, but just make it so that you're knocking off days faster. And you said a 26?
Yeah.
Cool. You two together while you're here, and this is going to be you up until probably like 5 or 6 p.m. so you can have dinner and do a little rehearsing, or you can have dinner and join them if you want to for the show. You knock off 3 days of work out of the 28 days, 2 day while you're working with them. So 3 out of 28 days completed, if you want to keep track of that. The materials are purchased, so everyone deduct the appropriate gold that you're spending. And
I'm also giving a 10 gold piece blue quartz with that.
Oh, you're like handing that over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Elsa sees it and gives a nod. That dwarves for sure will always accept gems as currency. They're very down for it. Beery, do you want to hang out there while he's making this, or did you have anything else you wanted to do?
Continually guiding.
Cool. Okay, adding to it. Cool. Okay, so that's squaring you all away for a little bit until like 6 p.m. or so.
Sounds good.
So working until 6 p.m. Corpse Grinder. Hello. What do you want to do with this morning before the day? Do you just want to be at the bar all day, or is there anything that you have in mind? There are a number of companions here that can join you as well, should you seek to have someone with you.
Still morning time?
It's still the morning, yeah. Beery and 4chan headed out to the smithy. Jasper said he was going to go do some shopping, and you see that Skywatcher is getting into making potions with Goody.
Did I come into town in my disguise or leave it off?
That'd be your call.
That was like the prior session. Yeah, I feel like you left it off.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go to the bar this early. I think I will just walk around without my disguise and like full tiefling mode, and get people to look at me.
Yeah, you had talked about wearing an Equinox shirt while you were walking about town in chat prior. If you still wanted to do that, you don't have to.
Yeah, sure.
For the promo.
And I will bring 10 Equinox shirts with me. Can I fit that in?
For sure.
Simple carry.
And just pouch? Absolutely. Like in like a small messenger bag or something.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cool. So you just want to like walk around town and spread the word of the show and maybe sell some shirts?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like a blimp.
Yes, I love it. Perfect description. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check as you move about town. I would say with all of the swag and the work you guys have already been laying down, you can have advantage on this.
Dirty 20.
Oh, baby. How much are you selling these shirts for?
15 gold for each, or 2. Nope, 15 silver for each, or 2 gold for 2.
Okay. You managed to sell all of these. One of the people buys 2, the rest of them buy them individually. So you get 135 silver and 2 gold by the end of this. And because you rolled a 20, that's going to be like 40 more people coming to the show.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many shirts did I say I was going to sell? 5 or 10?
You said 10.
Okay.
So out of the 70 you purchased, you have 60 left. I'll say that Nurilathan made all of you all shirts and didn't include those in the 70 that you would be selling. So you have your own. Cool. So yeah, you make your way across town. You spread the word about the show. You get a lot of people interested in what's happening. You pass through the market and see a number of people selling different wares. And you're like, hey, let me sell you something. and and turn it around. And you get everyone that you sell a shirt to is for sure coming to the concert, and you get quite a few other people committing to being there tonight as well. It seems like the Northlook Inn is going to be packed tonight.
Yeah, I wanna. Whenever I stop walking, I wanna throw up like against a wall. If I'm just posted up against a wall selling shirts, I wanna put a minor illusion on that wall that says "Follow me to the Northlook Inn."
Oh, cool! Yeah, like just doing like your own little advertisements as you go.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. Excellent. Yeah, if you just want to do that all day until the show to some degree, or for several hours, you can go ahead and roll another one with advantage, and that can be more people since you're just going to be putting all your effort into this.
I want to go to the bar around 3.
That another dirty 20?
Yeah.
Great. You also, and as far as you know, and you guys haven't had any bad experiences with the town guards here, the town guards are cool too, and they start spreading the word. So, I need to check a little statistic real quick. Oh, it's more than that. I'm keeping track of it, don't you worry. Because you guys did some work last time promoting for people as well. And this place has a sizable militia. It seems like at least 40 guards or more are into this and are wanting to come as well and see this. But there are quite a few guards in this town, so that's not all of them by any means. But if you're into that, would you promote to guards? I guess is also the question, or would you rather just get townspeople?
Yeah. If I don't see them being unfriendly like they were in that other place.
Yeah. They don't seem to be Zents.
Yeah. Can I talk to one of them that might look like he's in charge?
Yeah, for sure. As you're walking around, you see one dude that is giving out a few orders. He seems to have a bit of a higher rank than the rest of them. How can I help you?
Hey, buddy. Just wanted to say thanks for helping me promote the show.
Oh, absolutely. I heard about your last one and have been wanting to see you after hearing about it.
Oh yeah, is it I would think being a god, you have a pretty exciting life, and this wouldn't be very new new for you.
A good 80% of my day is just standing around and trying to stay warm. It's really not the most exciting thing. To be
It
quite
does sound
honest.
pretty bad. How long have you been a guard?
It's been going on 5 years here in Bryn Shander. Sorry, my name's Cody, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Corpse Grinder.
Corpse
5
Grinder.
years, a pretty long time. So you've risen to some seniority then.
To some degree. I mean, I'm not the sheriff by any means, but I've been given, a degree of management position.
That's cool. That must be a privilege. Have you? So do you know the guards under you very well?
Oh yeah, I've got
trust them with your
25
life,
men
huh?
that report directly to me.
Very cool. Have you traveled at all before you were a guard? You said in Bryn Shander, 5 years in Bryn Shander.
I was born in Luskin, and I worked my way up through to Fireshear. I was stationed there I worked there for a little bit, and I just kept hearing about Icewind Dale and how the summers were so nice. And then I moved here, and 2 years ago we stopped having the summer. That's been a bit of a letdown, but I was sort of already here, and I met someone, and I actually have a wife and a kid, so I set up my roots here.
Well, congratulations. Sounds like you're got your life planned out pretty much.
I'm trying, I'm lucky I found Sandy, and we've got little Mark, and we're trying to make it work. He was born about a year before the winter started, so he's sort of only known this, which we've talked a few times about trying to head south, but I hear now that the pass is closed. We're gonna just have to delay that dream for a little bit.
Well, maybe my group can help take care of that.
Oh,
At
yeah?
least deal with the orcs.
Yeah, the orcs have been an issue in the past. They tend to target some of the caravans that come through. Were you? I don't recognize you. Like I said, I've been here for a while. Were you in that caravan that came into town?
Yes, we were one of the few that survived.
Oh wow!
Not all of my band, just Jasper, the one who where's that? Get up with the strings.
Oh, all right.
Plays the flute, pan flute.
Yeah, I heard that the last show you all did, it was a real sort of interesting mix of folk. I'm going to be there tonight. I was planning to tell a bunch of my sort of squad that they should check it out, spread the word amongst the guards.
Do the guards here talk to the guards of other tin towns much?
Not really. We have the city itself, all of the cities really, hire people to go out and sort of maintain the roads, and they sort of talk to the guards back and forth, but unless there's a speakers meeting, which is, all 10 of the speakers get together, they generally come here because we have the space for it. They'll all bring some guards with them, but they're usually pretty tight-lipped and just sort of focusing on guarding the speaker. Should something happen, it could really sort of destabilize the towns. So we take it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
Have you had issues with guards in other towns?
Yeah, we actually heard a rumor that the guards in Targos have been infiltrated by the Jintarum. Do you know who that is? Who that group is?
Yeah, you see a look pass over his face. Yeah, I have heard about the Zents.
Is he one though?
It's a hell of a shame. An organization like this having people sort of step in and take advantage of those positions of power. I don't quite care for it.
Insight check to see if he is one of them.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Ooh. 11.
11. You don't think that he's a Zent, but you do think there is something Zent related that maybe he's not talking too much about.
So that seems like another problem with the Dale that my team can help out with. Do you have any information that might help us? We haven't even been to Targos yet. Seems like they're starting to infiltrate Tourmaline too.
Roll persuasion check as you ask about this.
Ooh. I'm gonna use one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Oh, one better. 11.
Let's see. Rolled a 2. He sort of leans in close and he says, you and that Equinox group, you guys have been kind of going around helping people, right? I've heard a few things about that.
Yeah. That is our brand.
He sort of like looks around. We've actually recently had some weapons go missing. And we're not sure if it is the Zents involved or how it happened. This is really, and if you can get in with the sheriff, I'm sure he'd be willing to sort of tell you some more. I'm not really in a position to even tell you about this, but you seem like a good guy, and I know that you guys are trying to help. Especially if you can clear out that pass, allow people to sort of come and go again. I think that would be for the betterment of everybody.
Yeah. I'll definitely talk to him. The sheriff, what's his name?
Sheriff Markham Southwell. There's I could probably put in a word, see if he wouldn't just come to the show tonight.
That would be great. Yeah, I might be a little drunk and not really in the mood to talk business. But it'd be nice to meet him at least.
Yeah, you guys could establish some contact. And you see another guard comes up to him and sort of says a few words. He says, well, I've got a homeless man doing rat puppet shows and scaring children that we sort of just need to go address. It was really nice talking to you, Corpse Grinder. I gotta get out, and I'll see you tonight at the show.
Thanks for keeping this place safe. See you there.
Absolutely. Thank you for helping the people here. And yeah, you all part ways, and I'll say for the next 4 or 5 hours, you're just sort of wandering around, spreading the word, doing various illusions, attracting people. And we can cut back to that in a little bit. It is just past 7:30. We've been playing for about an hour now. I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break. Let's meet back here, or let's just meet back at 7:45. Cool, everybody?
Okay.
Alrighty. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Apologies. I fell down my stairs like an old man.
Oh no!
Are you
did
okay?
You break
I'm
your
okay.
hip?
I just landed on my butt. It's quite all right.
Good.
Don't even trip, dog. All right.
Was it like a end over end kind of fall down, or just
I just slipped.
slip and hit
Slip
the
and
butt
hit the-
down every?
yep. You
Forced
just
to
need
sit down.
Then you rub your
Nice.
butt for a little while.
I do that a lot, regardless.
Yeah,
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
And then I had to pee, and
Because
here
you
we
rubbed
are.
your butt so much.
Oh, and I was going to the basement because I was doing laundry, because that's what you got to do when you're an adult. You got to do laundry while you play D&D. It's lame as fuck.
Oh,
Okay, so here we are. Jasper, you find out where this orphanage is. It's now on the map. Can you see it?
Yes.
Great. You make your way from Kadu's to the orphanage. It doesn't take very long. Making your way. And as you approach, you see it's on fire. No, I'm joking. The orphanage is a large stone building with a bit of a haunting appearance. It seems like it may be... Actually, roll an insight check. Low DC.
Natural 1.
is it that low?
This is a weird building. Who knows what it would have been in the past? Maybe a McDonald's? Maybe some sort of bar? Armory? Who knows? It could be a litany of things. You do see as you approach outside of this building, which seems to like come very close to the wall, if not hug it, a large sign posted near the door in very big font, painted white on black. No strangers or single parents. Couples seeking adoption only. Must schedule in advance. No drop-in appointments. Donations dropped off at rear. We survive off your donations.
Okay.
What do you do?
I guess he will just walk toward the rear. Do I see anyone on the grounds? Like, are there people outside? Are there...
Roll a perception check.
Oh my god. 7.
You can hear the laughter, or you can hear the voices of children inside. You occasionally hear what sounds like someone saying something loud. It's very muffled. It has started to snow as you've arrived here.
Okay.
And you don't see anyone outside. You go around back, and you see that there is a simple door, and next to the door, you see a child who looks like this. Hold on a second. Work, brain. Hold on. Weather. Where are you, kid? There he is. Oh, come on. Why is this how you function? Why are you like this? Okay, come on. I believe in you. Drag, drop, done. Great. You see a child who looks like this. Most of his face is bundled. Unlike this picture, though, he has very large, sort of Coke bottle glasses. And as you sort of come around the corner, you see he sees you and sort of gives you a look, and he says, "Hello," or no, what is his voice? "Hello, sir.
Are you up to some sort of nefarious activities, wandering around back of an orphanage? I don't see any delivery goods.
So Jasper's gonna connect to this kid.
Okay.
And then is gonna say, "Hey, that sign said donations in the back. Is this where I drop? Do I leave it with you?"
It is where you would leave things.
Okay.
You usually would knock on this door. I don't actually work here. I live here. And you hear he's saying, "Oh man, just someone dropping off donations, not some cool adventurer dude. So, I'm gonna go around that way, and once you don't see me, please knock on the door and make your donation."
Well, hey, I was gonna. Me and my friends, we kind of, go around kind of. I don't know, maybe helping people out is probably the best way to say it, but.
Oh, really? Are you some sort of adventuring folks?
I mean, we're a group of people that go on adventures.
Interesting. Roll persuasion. You have advantage.
Okay, 23.
Well, I would really like to join you and do some adventures with you. You could consider me your tough, no-nonsense little street pal. How does that seem?
Well,
Can I come with you?
no, you can't because you're actually a child, but what's actually really cool about being an adventuring party is you got friends in different places and you can talk to them whenever you need help.
Yes, what's also cool is you get to leave the city.
Well, you are a child who is a ward of the state, so
I'm a tough, no-nonsense little cool guy detective, boy detective. I'm a child detective.
So, what case are you on right now?
The case of the stranger who shows up at the orphanage.
All right, well, hey, I'm going to go in here and give a donation, okay? But it was nice meeting you. What's your name, kid?
And as you're saying this, the back door opens and you see a tall, like long-haired sort of fellow. He looks fairly young, but his hair looks to be like almost like platinum blondish, natural to some degree. He says, "Jeremy, what the fuck did we say about talking to strangers? Get back inside. What do you want?" Looking to you.
Jasper instantly switches his brain over to this wonderful guy.
Fucking weirdos walking up behind orphanages talking to children. I bet this guy's a goddamn pedophile.
Hey,
what the fuck do you want?
I just read the sign about donations. Is this? Oh, wait.
Go
what
ahead.
I
didn't know.
Think I was doing?
You're just back here talking to a kid.
Well, I followed the direction, and the first thing that I saw when I came around the corner was a kid, and he talked to me. So,
roll persuasion again.
Okay.
Jeremy has ducked down and gone inside quietly, and the guy can't see him because he's looking at you, and you see Jeremy be like,
22.
22. Oh. Yeah, I suppose that's right. Normally they knock on the door, though. They're not just back here talking to kids. What are you donating?
I don't know. Are you interested in gold?
Absolutely.
Cool. Can you tell me more about this orphanage, or are you just going to take my money?
There's a lot of people here who have been dying because of the winter, and these are their children that now don't have parents and sometimes homes.
Okay. Are you, kind of nasty to all of them like you are, Jeremy?
Jeremy's a little shit who gets outside and talks to strangers.
Well,
all right.
Jeremy's also a child.
Look, we got 24 kids in there that don't have parents, and we're trying to take care of them. It's not the easiest job to do nonstop, okay?
Sure, but you can have a little more compassion.
What's your name?
Sir, my name's Jasper. I don't know. I'm part of the group Equinox. We're kind of, traveling around to the towns and.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, whatever.
I'm Ramir.
Oh, hello, Ramir. What's your job at this orphanage?
me and Celia here run it.
Oh, okay.
The last owner, the last person who died, the last person who run this place also died. It's been a cruel 2 years.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like it has been. I'm not really from around here, so, basically everybody has the same story that it's really bad, so I believe you. What...
Well, donations go a long way.
Yeah, sure. So, would you... How does, 30 gold sound?
That seems like that would feed a lot of kids. Maybe
Cool.
get some new clothes for them.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'd like to leave this with you. And, if you need any help or anything, I grew up in an orphanage, multiple orphanages. So, I understand, how having another person around might help the kids.
Roll another persuasion check. You still have advantage. He's going through thoughts of
23.
As you're pulling out your gold, he's like, well, this guy does seem legit. Look at this. Look at this guy. He used to be an orphan and now he's here talking to other orphans. You said 23.
Mm-hmm.
It can be difficult to be certain. There's a lot of emotions that the two of us aren't necessarily equipped to deal with. A lot of needs that we've been trying to figure out and work through. And honestly, your 30 gold's going to get all of these kids some new outfits. Something probably a bit warmer than what we have. So,
cool.
That's appreciated.
Yeah.
And then he has the thought, and maybe a gold or two for me.
Well, hey, make sure that all of that goes to the kids. It's definitely, they're the priority here. And
definitely.
We need to make sure that we're taking care of them as best we can.
You got it.
And Jasper makes a really long eye contact with him when he says that.
Ooh, roll an intimidation check.
I'm gonna use another point of inspiration.
Does any of your stuff give you advantage on those?
I already
It's
had.
just persuasion and deception, right?
Well, I had advantage.
Okay, go for it. Roll it out, baby. I like it.
Okay. 16.
And as a former orphan trying to look out for orphans, I'll give you a point of inspiration for that. I like it.
Cool.
You give him that long look, and you see he looks at you, and then he looks down and sees your various weapons that are on you, assuming that you're wearing all your shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fully decked out.
Yeah, you're right. The kids come first, and you think he's saying that with some legitimacy now.
Cool. Jasper will hand over 30 gold.
Thanks. We do a sort of visitation day every 10th day of the week, or of the 10 day. Sorry, he didn't say week. We'll have different crafters come in and show off their skills and something like that. If that's something that you'd be interested in doing, you could maybe come and tell them about your adventures or something.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. I can also kind of sort of do circus, some kind of circus tricks. So I don't know if you're interested in that. Some of them involve knives, so it might not be great for the kids. But
I don't care. I will say, yeah, when you come here, please don't bring your weapons. Some of these kids have got some pretty quick hands. Don't want any of them ending up with a dagger. But if you can do some magic show or something like that, I'm sure they'd love it.
All right, sounds good.
We have one of those visiting days tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's too soon, but it's consistent. So if you find yourself, able to come, just It'll just be me or Celia, so one of the two of us will talk to you.
All right, cool. Well, yeah. I'll try to make it whenever I can, whenever I'm in town.
Nice to meet you, Jasper.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too.
And as he's turning around, you see that Jeremy is actively trying to stealth back out the door, and he's like, "What are you doing, Jeremy? Get back inside!" He's like, "Haha, almost had you," and goes back in. The door's closed. You're left alone in the alley.
Jasper turns to walk away, and as he walks away, he kind of. At this point, are we meeting back up to practice?
Yeah, it's like the daylight for the day has come and gone. And you guys, I feel like, would agree to like meet back when it's dark.
Okay, so he's just gonna kind of walk back and zone out and have flashbacks about childhood. And
okay, yeah, just thinking about the old days.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, with that, Skywatcher, after you finish extracting this, it comes to a degree of like shamanic, like chanting and intention being set into this. While you're properly extracting these fluids, they begin to take on the crimson hue familiar with potion making. And at that, you have completed this superior, I would say just a Skywatcher potion of healing. I told you it does the 3d4 plus 5. It's better than ever. These take a good deal of time, but this could potentially save someone's life. So I don't know if you want to add that to your inventory, but for right now, you have it. Goody's like, "Well, great team, buddy. We should do this again."
Yeah, you really helped out a whole lot here, Mr. Goody Bush.
Oh, I'm here to help. Thank you for letting me not die. Some people would just, be like, "Oh no, a talking plant, kill it," or something. That's what Ravison used to say. She's like, "You gotta stay with me or they'll kill you."
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be true. Some people would probably do that, but some people are pretty
You're
stupid.
not some people.
Sure, I sure am not. Just a proud Goliath.
You're I don't know, what? You're
What?
like a horseman.
No. Don't. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's a long story.
All right. Cool. And with that, yeah, you have that potion. Forgehand and Beery, you all have been working tirelessly. Beery, all the measurements were taken on you. Forgehand, you and Garn together have been beating this piece of metal. It's far from complete, but you've definitely got some progress done. All the measurements are laid out. If you just have continuous work days, you could probably get this done in under 2 weeks if you had more days like this. With that, I would say Beery, there gets to a point where like you can only help them so much, and maybe you and Elsa sit down and just sort of like, loosely shoot the shit. She says that she also knew Hilda, and just sort of bond with you over that sort of mutual friendship. Is there anything you want to ask about or talk about? Either of you ask about or talk about while you're doing this work. If not, it's quite all right. Just giving you the opportunity since you have one-on-one time with these people. If you're talking, either of you, I can't hear you.
Nope. I don't think I have any questions. Just talking about how things have been going in Bryn Shander while we were gone.
Yeah, just, talking about the weather, blizzards all the time. And as Forgehand is nearing the completion of his work, you can see that there appears to be a blizzard that is beginning. Forgehand, are you good, or do you want to talk about anything?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Yep. It's just that like silent, like you all communicate when it's related to the work, but otherwise you're just like working in silence to some degree. with that, like I said, 3 out of 28 days knocked off, and you all make your way back to Beery's Bakery. Corpse Grinder, you make your way across town after the sun has set to Beery's Bakery, and all of you are reunited roundabouts like 5 o'clock or so. 2 hours until the show. Are you all good to go till 11 tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Yes. Or until we reach a natural beat. Great. You're back together. What do you all do? What do you say? Is there any conversation of the day?
Hey guys, I already sold 10 shirts. How about that?
Wow. It's a good start.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. You just sold them to people on the street?
Yep, it's all about presence and making people feel good. Then they'll want to buy stuff from you.
Interesting.
I will say Drea is here as well, and says, "So are they're all going to come to the show? The people you sold shirts to, I would think, right?"
Yeah. Absolutely. And I talked to a few other people that agreed to come but didn't buy shirts. So more than 10 I made new fans today.
Oh, that's just great.
We should set up some sort of location where only our fans can get premium content.
Like some sort of like thing that's only for fans?
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we did get the D to the N, and we could make that a
It'd be cool if it
pilgrimage
was
spot.
like something they could go to that wasn't like a location. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
What if we got them like a scrying mirror or something?
Well, it's been fun playing with you guys, but I'm out.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, great. Hold on, I'm adding up. No, you're good. This
We're
is weird as
inventing
fuck, and I love
live
it.
streaming via 24/7 scrying mirrors.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Does
Yeah.
Jasper mention the
Jasper, you
Spider.
show off your new map.
Yeah. So hey, check out this big ass map I got, and he'll like roll it out, and he's already marked off the map where that spire is. He's like, so this is the map that Danica has up on her wall. I saw it and I figured I'd go ahead and get one myself. But I was kind of talking to one of the people that make the maps, and apparently they found us like a big tower out to the east of Loch Denishir.
Big tower, you say? Well, that reminds me of something that 4chan said earlier about running into some people who had been affected by Shardolin. You all remember Trex, right? He had mentioned that Shardolin is made from the remains of a wizard tower that fell out of the sky or something like that. Wonder if that has anything to do with your spire.
Jasper is gonna look around like
The just so it's clear, the wizard tower thing he was talking about was from like 100 years ago. You're not sure if these are the same thing. Just so that's known.
okay. We're in the bakery, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a long time ago, when we first met Trex in the mine, I was reading his mind when he was talking, and he's a little weirdo. Trex isn't his real name, for one. And he was saying something like he wants a position for someone of his stature. and he's like king of the kobolds or whatever, and I feel like that something's off with that guy. So I don't, we don't have to do anything about it. I know we kind of planted him in, with the speaker, so hopefully he's not like some kind of agent provocateur or something that's gonna like kill the speaker, but I don't know.
Maybe he means his physical stature. Kobolds are really short.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, I don't know, but it's just, ever since I heard that, just something's been off about that guy, and I can't place it.
Hey,
But anyway.
Elliot, I believe that I recognize that spire thing.
That's
as a thing that
ringing
I
a
saw.
bell. You passed that on the way here.
Yeah. Okay, I was just wondering, like, would Garth be able to make that?
Yep. And now you're seeing on the map, and
association.
you're like, oh yeah, that's where it is.
Okay,
for
I'll
sure.
definitely point out that I've actually seen a large metal structure way off in the distance while I was on my way to meet you guys at the temple. It was way the hell far away, so I have no idea what it is exactly, but it was definitely huge in metal.
Is that where you ran into those folk you were telling me about? No pizza. The folks in
I ran into those close to the spot where I stopped and saw that way off in the distance, so I never got very close to the spire at all.
Yeah, the berserkers you ran into were not
Berserkers,
close
that's
to
the
that. Yeah, they were like more in these ranges.
Yeah, we were a substantial distance from the spire.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you guys are feeling like doing after this, after we wrap up this situation with the Ice Knight Killer, but, there's a bunch of stuff that we could do, and we can check out this random thing in the middle of the snow if you want. But that's a conversation for another day. Just, I got this map, and, we got some kind of inside map ball conversation about the spire here, so just something to store in your noggin.
And I commissioned a map of the area between Brinchander and Hundlestone for when we try to tackle those orcs.
That'll be helpful.
Yeah, actually, when I got my training with Drea in that dream place, part of my training was specifically how to train orcs. So, once we get out there,
How to track them?
Yeah, how to track them, and I learned how to speak Orcish. So
I have learned how to track them so that I can avoid them. They've got some pretty strong numbers. Drea says, as they are here.
well, hopefully we could maybe dispatch of them intelligently and not take them
I
all
guess.
all at once.
And Drea has this look that sort of passes over them. You guys, I care a great deal about Beery, and by extension now all of you all. If you could wait until I get back from helping BB reunite with his people before you try to tackle this orc situation, I will join you for that adventure, that quest.
Sure.
Okay.
We'd be grateful for your help.
I think it would be good to have, two good sets of eyes out there looking around. She sort of like gives you a little bit of a shove, Jasper, playfully.
Well, yeah, we can definitely do that. Well, cool. I also checked out the orphanage. Not really anything to, really write home about. But I might stop by tomorrow if we're not already out of town. I don't know. We'll see.
I was planning on having tea tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you guys do that so early though, Beery, that you could do that before probably the rest of them had even woken up.
And that'll be before you guys are up, so never mind.
You know, old people shit. Less you and more like that's when Nerilithan wakes up for the day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who's ready
You
for a
guys-
concert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys just want to practice a little bit? And
Yes.
just so I can confirm, 4chan, you're on the door for security. BB is going to be giving out his help actions back and forth with his dancing, should he succeed on his rolls. Sonar will be playing backup harp. And Goody will be displaying the Equinox logo as well as concentrating on spells for you, Beery, should you want to cast some helpful spells. Does that sound correct to everyone?
Mhm.
So then the main performers are going to be Drea, Corpse Grinder, Jasper, and Skywatcher. Cool beans. We got Cynthia on the merch table. And I didn't know if you guys wanted to try to involve the caravan guards in any capacity. They were planning to be there as audience members. I didn't know if you wanted to try and get like D'Angelo to join you all, or have them do extra anything, or just be, you know, people that can give you all tips.
Nah.
People that give money.
Yeah, just
Dang.
audience members.
That's great.
Well, they're on the list, right? We put Corpse Grinder had them added to like the list. Cool. So they're
Yeah,
not
you
paying
did.
to get in.
You did some of the guards. Can you all tell me who all you left out from? I'm going to say all the caravan guards, which at this point there are 6 plus Cynthia, D'Angelo, Illithok, and Shiny. So 10 guards altogether, and then some of the carriage drivers. Did you want to do all of the guards, or just the ones you knew, or what was your play with that?
Just those four we know.
Okay, cool. And then who else was on this guest list that you all invited? I feel like Tilna was on there.
Yeah, probably. I think I told Garnar, J-Lo, and Henry from the Hook Knucklehead that they would be
Yes.
on the list.
Cool. Cynthia, Illithok, D'Angelo, Shiny, Henry, Garnar, and Jayla. Was there anyone else that you all can remember? I'm just doing this to calculate, you know, money that will be had.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. With that, you all practice for a bit of time before the show. When do you all want to arrive at the venue? The show is supposed to, I think, start at 7.
5 for me. Or
Okay.
6.
6. Cool. So yeah, you guys get your plan together. Get yourself sort of dressed up as you want to do. Are you all going to be wearing outfits to this, or doing like, are you leaving your armor and weapons at home type thing? Where are you at?
Not this guy.
4chan, you're working security, so that makes sense.
We want to look like a rough and tumble adventuring party, right? So I figure we wear our gear.
Fully dressed and armed and ready. All right,
Jasper's
I'm into it.
Always strapped.
This is the Equinox look. And Sonar, you help get dressed up in your crazy Orville Peck outfit.
Yes.
You see Goody begins to rearrange his branches. I'm going to roll the dice that don't get me constant nat ones. See how this goes for Goody. The DC for the shape shifting into the logo is going to keep going the more and more he does it, and he does a pretty good job. Not the best compared to the night before, but he's also going to be having to concentrate on spells for Beery, so it makes sense. BB gets on his sort of performance outfit, his nice clothes that Beery got him, or should he dress in the warrior's look as well?
I think nice clothes for him.
Okay, yeah, he does his fancy outfit. It gives him more mobility for dancing.
Gives us a varied look as a group too.
Yeah. Drea puts on their finest clothes and comes down with their lyre. You guys go through a few practice songs, establish like a little bit of a set list that you're going to play, and round about 6 o'clock, you make your way to the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. You as an adventuring party together, the 5 of you all, plus your 4 companions. It's a real interesting group as a centaur, a loxodon, a Goliath, a human, a devil, a mummy dressed like Orville Peck, a halfling riding a cat, a animated bush, which I guess is being carried because that's easier for him.
Jasper's playing his flute on the way there, just kind of.
And a goblin begin to make your way across town. Roll a quick little performance check. We'll see if you gather any of these mice.
13.
Cool. It's a whole thing. This procession, as walking across town isn't the easiest way to play a flute. You do see a few people see you all. Some begin to follow. You do see 2 of the children of Oril see that you all are doing this and making your way there. As you arrive at the North Look Inn. Here we go, baby.
He's actually playing the Venga Bus song on the pan flute. Just like, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, perfect. I will say at this point, the sun is fully set. It is dark again, and a blizzard is beginning to set into town. But that won't stop the people who promised you they'd be there. That's for sure. Okay.
Does it look like a magical blizzard?
Roll a perception check or survival.
Could I do survival? Okay.
Sure.
22.
This just seems to be a normal shitty blizzard.
Cool.
What are you gonna do? You arrive at the North Look, making your way through the mud room to the bar. You pass Old Bitey. You see, exactly. The shape of this building is like you come in, there's the mud room, and then you come around the corner. It's basically like a U, but it's like a big fat lip underneath. I don't know if that's making any sort of sense. I'm just gonna draw a quick picture.
I will take your word for it.
So this is where you come in. That's the mud room. And then...
Didn't we have a map of this before?
Maybe. So, oh boy, it's not gonna... It's like, oh, are you doing background? Great. Very cool. Love that. Cool. I'm gonna send this to the Chatalatta.
Chunt.
To the Chunt. Door. Mud room.
That picture of the wrapped up little boy, when I first looked at it, I saw the eyebrows as his eyes, and his eyes is, I don't know, what, a nose, I guess.
It's like a mini Punisher head.
Chunt, please.
This is a bad picture description, but that is what it looks like. Basically, you all have been set up in an entire area over there, and everyone's going to be sort of crowding in. I guess I had the fireplace go out too far. People are going to be able to see you all. I almost drew on my pen instead, or on my phone instead. I'm going crazy. And the fish is above this fireplace. As you make your way in, you're greeted by scram sacks. Here we are. Or no, what is it? Oh, well, here we are. Look at all this. How's it going? I got the stage all set up for you. I got your merch booth over here so the people can pass it on the way in. And I'll say Cynthia's already here. And you see a number of the other caravan guards as well, and they seem to already be drinking a bit. Cynthia comes up and greets you all, gives you a kiss, Corpse Grinder. So I assume I'm setting up right here. Do you have all the shirts and everything?
Yeah. Why don't I hold on to him until the show starts? Might talk to people at the bar and actually, I don't know. I can give them to you. But
yeah, I'll take care of it. How much are you charging for these?
Let's do 1 for 15 silver or 3 for 3 gold.
Okay. I will do that. And she takes out the shirts and starts organizing them by like size, and it seems like she's going to be doing a good job. You are greeted by D'Angelo, who's happy to be here. You see Illithok and Shiny, all of the caravan crew. And as you all make your way to the stage and begin to set up, Scramsex comes over and says, can I get you all anything to drink or anything? You see he limps over because, he took the arrow to the knee and everything. Could I get you all anything to drink or any sorts of food or anything? We got a barbecue elk burger tonight. Yeah, this is all covered.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take 2 whiskeys and 2 of those burgers, please.
Oh, all right.
It's gonna be a good show.
Unless you have any crazy requests, he takes everyone's order. Assuming you guys aren't trying to get drunk right away to not get disadvantage on all of your checks.
I take 12 shots right out of the gate.
Just line it up, drink them, piss yourself, black out, and fall over.
It's time to drown.
Yeah, you all... what's up?
Corpse Grinder is drinking maybe a little bit faster than everyone else because of his tiefling blood. Lets him have advantage on saves against poison.
Yeah,
to put it mechanically.
That's legit. That makes sense. It does take a bit more just for you to even sort of feel the buzz,
Yeah.
Do horses have advantage on getting drunk?
No, they do not.
Stupid. They should. They're giant.
They sure are. But they've got man-sized livers though. The weirdest thing.
That really sucks.
Cool. And you all get your drinks, you get your food, maybe go around, greet some people and just start sort of like setting up on this stage that they've made. The air is comfortable in here. The fireplace is roaring. The fish occasionally sings its song, and people start to pile in. That being said, Forge Hand, you set up outside, and you're given a list of people that are allowed to be in here. And pay nothing, and you see that some of them are already in here. You go around and collect, the cover from the people that are already here. Sort of like, if you're staying for the show, you have to pay. Save for Tilna, Cynthia, Illithok, D'Angelo, Shiny, Henry, Garnar, and J-Lo. As you all near showtime, you see. And this is just from all your all's efforts, about 180 people are jammed into this building.
Hell
One,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. So
Alright.
what's 180 times 3 silver? Minus, actually, it would be 171 minus 3 silver.
Minus 3.
171 times 3.
513.
513. All right. 4chan, over the course of an hour, you collect more than 500 silver from all of the people that come in. A few people walk up, hear the fee, and like a couple of, they see that there's like a line of people to get in, and they're like, all right, seems like it's worth it, and stick it out. You see Tilna and Junie show up, and they have like a dozen other town government people, as well as the sheriff, it seems. You see a bunch of the guards roll in. They seem to be just in, some of them still in their guard clothes, other ones in like their civilian clothes, but they're walking in all together sort of as a party. Garnar, Bernard, and J-Lo and Henry, and like 14 other people from the Knucklehead. You see Beery, you see Narillathand slowly make his way in. Jasper, you see Hlyn Trollbane is here, along with Junie and Tilna, like I said. You guys see Garn and Elsa show up. You see a bunch of people that you invited from the marketplace today, Corpse Grinder. You guys see a bunch of people you invited from Kelvin's Comfort, from the Hook Knucklehead, and that were here last night from the North Look Inn. And Forge Hand, in the midst of all of these people, you do see 2 of the children of our Rill are attempting to make their way in, along with the rest of them.
Are they attempting to not pay?
They will pay their dues.
Then, yes. Given what we've seen, the way I've seen that they've been treated around here, I'm gonna not cause any problems and let them in.
All right. They pay their way and say, "Auril bless you," as they walk in.
And then as soon as they're past, like,
yeah, for sure. That sucks. You're like, oh, following rules. Great. Following rules. Super cool. And finally, the time comes to begin the show. We're going to marathon this. I say that we take a 10-minute break, and then we're going to get right back the fuck into it, and we're going to finish this goddamn show we've been planning for weeks and months in real life. We'll meet back here at 9:40.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm super into the show, but Fortune doesn't give a fuck about the show. He just wants to move on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like those people are gonna like seppuku in the crowd or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the children of Aro.
Cause problems.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be like talking about how we're gonna take down Oro.
Yeah.
Also, we got to remember not to mention the ice knife killer, because
Oh yeah.
one of the conditions was no law enforcement, and there is
Yeah.
law enforcement here tonight.
Yes. That is ultra top secret.
All of these things could have been discussed before you started the show. So,
Yeah, I'm assuming we're like green room chatting.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe one of the rooms in the back he reserved for you all, so you could sort of get away before the show started. And you're seeing all these people as you come in. Is everyone good and ready?
Yeah.
Great.
Jasper is gonna get the pipe out and just have it in like an easily accessible area.
At hand.
Yes.
So are you planning to use it to add embellishments?
Yes. So in the description, really quick, it lists those 3 things that I can make it look like? Are those the only things, or is it like giving me things that I could do similar to that?
I think it's. Hold on, let me look at it.
Because
What is it?
it
Type
says-
of smoke monsters.
It says it can take the form of a single creature, such as a dragon, a flump, or a frog
Yeah.
behemoth. So
Such as.
okay,
Yeah. So you'd just be making these little. It fits within a 1 foot cube. These little guys that aren't super huge, but I would say have a degree of detail to them.
sure.
Cool. That being said, 1 second. Okay. Time comes. You all make your way through the crowd to the stage. You set up in your various positions, sort of Drea, Skywatcher, Jasper, and Corpse Grinder more up front, with the others sort of behind you all as backup. Fucking take it away.
First, quick question. What was the quest in Tourmaline?
The quest in Tourmaline was freeing that gem mine from the kobolds and Grell that had moved in, that were causing the workers to flee.
Fantastic. Okay, that is what I thought. I will step up and first I'll cast Fairy Fire on everyone on stage, or on the stage area.
Oh, nice.
Do the red stage lights, but that only lasts for a minute, so I'm gonna have to think of other stuff as we keep playing.
Do you want to use your cube?
Yeah. I'm gonna use
Great way
the
to get
cube
attention.
to show.
Oh, geez, too loud. Sorry. Can you all hear
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the cube to show scenes embellished of our fight with Ravison, and tracking her and stuff about the temple or whatever with the moon dial that we found. But
yeah, you've got 2 uses of that a day. So if you want to set that up, I think it lasts 10 minutes. If you want to set that up when that song or that act starts, that's completely cool.
yes.
Do you want to have that going from the start, or do you want to bust that out once you start that part?
Once I start talking about Ravison.
Okay, cool. I'll say also Goody has shaped his branches, and you can cast light on it, so Equinox is up on the wall behind you all while you play. Is that tight?
Yes.
Excellent. Beery, what color do you make the light? Because you can change the color of the light, and it will sort of, add a different vibe.
We'll make it red for this first section.
All right. Corpse Grinder, you're leading the show. You take the stage. Everyone sort of starts clapping. They're excited for this to get going. What do you say? What are the opening words?
What's up, Brinchander? It's so great to be back in your beautiful town. Thank you so much for having us.
Woo! Yeah, heroes! Someone
We
shows you
didn't
their
catch our-
tits.
Before we start the show, I just want to say we've
Just
got
his face.
tunics for sale in the back. And I'll point over to Cynthia.
Cynthia waves.
Um,
And you see that there are already people that have been purchasing shirts. Some of the people in the audience are wearing them.
if you haven't heard of us before, we're a band in addition to an adventuring party, and we're here to save the Dales. we just came from killing a evil druid under the power of Oril and up by Lonelywood. And we've also helped out the town of Tourmaline. Allow us to assault your eardrums with our music power.
Yeah, if everyone here could sort of be the audience, like also, that
That's
would be
pretty
great.
much all I have to say.
Yeah,
Woo!
So we just killed this. We just killed this druid. Who would like to see that pass to Hundlestone opened up?
Ooh, I would.
Yeah!
Me too.
Yeah.
We love trade. Oh, you see, all the craft people are like, yes, yes, yes,
And we got
All
our
the-
eye on Oil too.
and the caravan folk are going crazy for it. Yeah, when you mention Oril, it's like a wave goes through the room.
It's too fucking cold.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a performance check with advantage as you're starting this off. Do you want to have activated your necklace?
Oh yes, that.
Hell yeah.
Let's try to do it the fancy way.
She twerking and working.
Ooh.
23.
Oh,
Hell
baby. Yeah, it is a positive response. You have, I assume, set out the like tip bowl, and people are already like chipping money into there before you even started. Just talking about all this good shit you guys are doing. Starting off on a good leg. The crowd is strong, and they're digging it for sure.
Yeah, I said we had our eye on Oral. I think that's all I had to say. So we'll just start playing at that point.
Opening song. What are you starting with?
What's that Van Halen one? Panama.
Yeah. British Shander.
Bridgender! Bridgender! Yes, perfectly doable. Okay, so we're gonna do it's these big checks again. So, Beery, what magic are you doing for this performance, for this first leg of the show? This is gonna be like, do you guys want to take 1 or 2 breaks? It's basically like more chances to make money, but also potentially more chances to fuck up. So it's up to you.
Whichever
Breaks
one's
make us more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you have a break, it gives people. There's an opportunity for strangers that are walking by to come in as like it's letting out. They're seeing these people that are outside briefly before going back in. And it also gives you a chance to make more rolls. If you just do 1 break, it'll be like we'll do 2 rolls for the whole thing. So if you take 2 breaks, we're going to break this down into 3 sections. So this will be like 3 skilled check clusters.
Say let's take 10 breaks.
Yeah.
Well-
bleed the town dry.
That's diminishing
Also-
returns on that mechanic.
Yeah, the more breaks you take, the more is a chance that people are just going to leave during that time. So,
That's
you know,
unfortunate.
it's about finding that middle balance.
Man, they're really good, but they just keep stopping.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like start, stop. Okay, Beery, what magic do you have light cast on him, and we'll say you can renew that without issue. What else are you doing throughout this show? You've got your nose horn, guidance, or enhance ability. It's like the first, hour or so of this show. If you use enhance ability, I'll let it count for like the full length until the break.
Okay. Well, if we're breaking it up into 3, I'm gonna save my 2 second level spell slots for the other
Second
2
and third.
sections. So I'll just
Okay.
cast guidance, transfer it to Goody, and then cast guidance again. Let's
Who are
do
you
it
casting it on?
on Corpse Grinder and Jasper this time.
Okay. BB is going to be giving the help action. He's going to make some performance checks right here. Do you all want to roll for BB or should I?
Can he just help? What can one of us just roll? Have advantage? I mean,
He has
Well,
to
I was
roll
having
in
it.
order.
He has to roll to give you all the help action. Like he has to meet just
Okay.
like a minimum DC, and if he does that, then he can give out the help action. I'll say it can just be one performance check though to give 2 people the help action.
You can roll for that. That would be my pick.
Okay.
You roll the
Does
first
have
one. We'll see how it
expertise.
goes. We'll see if we need to switch to us rolling.
All of all of the companions each have a single point of inspiration for the day. So BB has one as well. I'm going to use the dice that was my favorite, the cotton candy baby that was helping me last week. On his first roll, he got. What does he have on performance? He's got a +3. He rolled a 13. +3 is 16. That is the threshold that he needed to meet. He's going to be giving the help action to Jasper and Corpse Grinder. Sonar begins to play their harp. They have proficiency as well. Actually, they acquired expertise over their life. Unfortunately, they got a 3. That's not going to be enough. Sonar was going to be helping Drea, so...
Use the point of my inspiration.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Rolled a 3 again. Big fucking bummer on that front.
Don't get
Drea
me
won't be rolling with advantage. That's quite all right. And so Goody is up there concentrating on that spell. Okay, yes, this is the deal. Drea will roll a straight performance check. Corpse Grinder, you have advantage in a D4. Jasper, you have advantage in a D4. Skywatcher, you're going to roll a straight performance check. All right. This is round 1.
Fight.
How much did you get?
Oh yeah. Can I give bardic inspiration to Jasper?
Absolutely. Bart, Jasper, you can add 1d8 plus 1 to that.
I rolled 2 1s. I'm
Is
gonna,
inspiration
yeah.
transferable?
You have your
No,
luck coin
No,
still as well.
I'm still stacked up. That's never happened to me before. This feels really bad. I'm gonna use
Hey
one.
guys.
I guess I'll cast guidance on myself also.
You can totally do that.
Okay, so what was that bardic inspiration? I'm sorry. Is it a 6?
1d8
plus
plus
one.
1.
Okay, I might use it. Let's see.
Also, I'm going to be
23.
casting some spells.
Okay.
Well, wait. That inspiration. How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
One roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just...
Corpse
That's-
Grinder, what'd you get?
23. Nope. 25.
Hell yeah.
25. Goddamn.
I got 26.
Skywatcher.
Hold on, I haven't rolled it yet. I'm trying to figure. I feel like I prepared a spell specifically for this purpose. Enhance ability.
Yes.
Enhance ability would give you advantage on your performance checks, and you could actually cast that twice over the show because you have 2 second-level spell slots.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do enhance ability and I guess guidance. I can do
Okay,
that,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Or no,
All right.
they're both concentration spells, so you can do one or the other.
Okay. Well, then I'll just do enhance ability.
Cool. You have
What is it,
advantage on this
performance?
roll. Drea is a halfling and re-rolls natural ones, which they just rolled. Yes, it is performance.
All right. Got a 13.
All right. With advantage.
Yeah, I might.
That's rough,
I
buddy.
think-
Did you
I
add your
think I'm
guidance?
actually going to use my other inspiration.
He either has guidance
Oh,
or enhance
right.
ability.
Right.
Yeah. Drea
I'll cast
altogether got a 16, beating the minimum threshold to please this crowd.
Got a 15 on the new roll.
You got a 15?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that's everyone passed, and we have 2 superior passes.
Nice.
All right. You start out this first hour of the performance. You launch into Bryn Shander, and the crowd is into it. It's a ton of locals. They love this sort of referential music situation. What follows Bryn Shander?
110 day.
What's that one covering?
It's been
Oh, it's been 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Fantastic. That sweeps through the crowd. By the end of it, they're all singing along with you. What follows 110 day?
Big iron on his hip.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that. Yeah, you see a lot of the guards are really into this one. They dig it a lot. You know, some of them have crossbows, and they're just like, yeah, this song's about us.
He's singing to me.
He's singing, yeah, this guy's singing to me. You see people, it's just like money going in, money, like coins are going into your hat as you're playing these songs. You're warming the crowd. You're seeing so many, like the bar is just non-stop busy. There isn't a time when someone isn't in line to get a drink. Scramsex has like 2 other bartenders in here with him tonight, so it's like 3 lines going constantly. Food's coming out. You guys, you know, were able to get your food and drinks earlier. Over the course of this hour of playing, or like let's say like 45 minutes hour, drinks are brought to you all so you can continue to imbibe. Finishing this 3rd song, do you say any words to the crowd, or what do you go for next?
I'm out of ideas, gang.
Yeah, everyone can throw in on this because you guys are the whole band.
Let's do the story of the first quest.
Yeah. We can do that as like a long form ballad.
Yes. You're singing a song about Tourmaline and the adventures there, you know, getting the kobolds to town, defeating 3 of those Grell. I assume you leave out the side crystal
thing. Yeah, when we do the Grell thing, I'm going to use the smoke monster thing and just start puffing out Grells.
Hell yeah. Doing some embellishment, showing the crowd what they look like. They're loving it. They're eating it up. You know, the conclusion of this, defeating the final Grell after Jasper was almost killed. You like show off, you know, your neck scars to some degree.
He'll use the doodle ring and make it look like ink, and we'll just like
run it across. Perfect. They dig it. The tales of adventure are really appreciated. Okay, also, 4chan, as the show starts, do you come inside, or are you just going to be staying outside, just like listening, like, you know, through the comfortable safety of a brick wall?
No, he'll step in the door.
You come inside? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're just like standing inside the door. You can fully hear everything. You sort of keep an eye on the crowd. Excellent.
A particular eye on 2. I keep an eye on 2 people specifically.
Cool. Yeah. Roll a perception check as the show goes on.
Hey, I'm gonna use a point of inspiration on that one because that was garbage. That was the exact same thing. I got an 8.
You know, there's 180 people in here, plus your friends, plus the people that work here, plus yourself. It's a lot. And I think it makes sense, just overwhelmed by the sheer packed in sea of people. You just can't get your eye on them. And, you know, some of like, to add to the ambiance, like the bar has lighting, but most of the center area doesn't. Those were like intentionally put out. The light is behind them and the band. The fire's going, but there's times when some of the people here are just fully in shadow. So it makes sense. You can't see them. I want to say, do you guys want to do another 1 or 2 songs before taking the break?
I want to say, if I see anybody who looks distracted or like they're not having the most fun, I'll use prestidigitation to make their beer taste better.
Just like occasionally just like throwing magic out into the crowd. This dude's like, it tastes like strawberries. Mine tastes like cotton candy. Like, you know, just, yeah.
Mine so they get like more drunk and have more fun.
Yeah. Please, yeah, perfect. Pleasing all the locals. Yeah, they're definitely spending some coin on drinks as this show is going on. Give me 2 more songs before you all take a break. What are you going for?
I don't know. Off of that Bard playlist, we could just play "Call Me by Your Name," and Jasper could go in really hard on the flute part.
Perfect. I love it. Jasper calls this one. You wail on the flute. That's where your 26 truly shines. One more. Anything? Any sort of silly song that you can make sound like it should be in a D&D game, I'm down for it. Or you can just be like classic, drinking song or dwarven drinking song or whatever it may be.
Do you want to do Moonbeam Scrying now, or save that for the end? Save that for the end.
I was thinking we save it for the end.
Yeah, let's
Tell
do
the
a
story
drinking
of
song
Ravison.
right before the
Yeah,
break.
it's pretty tied to the Ravison song. That makes sense. You do a drinking song before the break?
Yeah,
Perfect.
so that everybody goes and gets drinks right at the break.
Yes.
Good plan.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, you going on a classic drinking song. It's about a man trying to put out a fire in his belly by continuing to drink and until he drinks like an ocean of beer or some shit like that. And the crowd's loving it. There's a chorus that they all get in on and repeat. And with that, an announcement of a break, Corpse Grinder. You got any words for the crowd? Encouragement one way or another?
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back in just 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Perfect.
Other than the bar.
Yeah, except for the bar.
Yeah. keep buying drinks.
The bar's allowed.
Yeah, legit. You all take a break. You have a minute to catch your breath, sort of get yourselves together. If you all want to make a game plan for this next leg of it, you're more than welcome to.
Jasper is gonna connect with Forge Hand and just telepathically kind of be like, "Hey, how's
Forge Hand, are you wearing your helmet?
Yes.
Oh,
You do not connect with Forge Hand. Ding!
Okay.
You hit a wall.
Okay.
Can I try to, I guess, get his attention from the stage without?
You'd have to get down. He's sort of like around the corner, taking a look at the crowd. He's next to the door.
We have 10 minutes. I can go over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
You hop down, making your way through. People are patting you on the back, giving you compliments as you go.
Jasper's very conscious of his coin purse and making sure nobody tries to swipe it in a full bar.
Okay.
But he'll go over to 4Chain and be like, "Hey, how's everything sound back there?"
Sounds great.
Cool. How did letting everybody in go? Did you have to kick anybody out?
I don't think I did. Did I, Elliot?
Not as of yet. Maybe as the night carries on, belligerence will occur. But for the time being, everyone paid. No one argued. Everyone was just sort of happy to get inside for the performance.
Haven't had any problems yet.
Okay. Well, if you start seeing something weird or something, you can give us a signal, and I can try to, let everybody know without really breaking up the show too much.
All right.
Cool. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Have fun. I'll see you in a little bit. And he'll just kind of try to Assassin's Creed back into the crowd and get back to the stage.
What was the signal he was going to do?
I don't know. Just
Have the
flag me down
mace.
somehow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
What was it?
I don't know. I didn't really assign one, so.
I mean, I could just light my hammer.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but otherwise,
if you
just
encounter
stay
danger,
there.
you'll just ignite your hammer,
Yeah.
so the whole band knows.
You're kind of the biggest motherfucker in the room, so I feel like I'll be able to see you.
Yeah. But otherwise, 4chan is just standing there in the typical bouncer pose, hands crossed in front of him, just totally.
He's flexing.
Totally deadpan face.
Yeah.
Legit.
as stoic as possible.
Very legit. Okay, cool. Anything else you want to do on this brief break?
Check on Cynthia.
Yeah, you go over there and she greets you. There are currently customers like in line as she's singing. She's like, "We've already sold half of them. We're not gonna have any left by the time the show's over."
Cool. Thanks. Thank you guys so much for supporting our band. I'll say to the people trying to buy stuff. And, thank you, Cynthia, for doing this. I'll say a little quieter. And maybe just be available, like sit down and wait for people to ask me questions.
You just wear that sign-in shirts.
Yeah, I mean, people are asking for you to sign their merch. They're like giving their own song suggestions, be like, "Oh, can you play this? Can you play that?" Other people are just thanking you for the help that you're offering to the other towns, as well as being here to sort of warm the night for them with this music. Yeah, you're greeted warmly by the crowd. Skywatcher or Beery, do you want to do anything with this little bitty break?
I would want to talk to BB.
Hi.
Be like, well, what happened out there, buddy?
What do you mean? What
Didn't
do you mean?
He failed his check to give people advantage?
No,
right?
he did. He gave two people advantage.
Oh.
It was Sonar failed her.
That was what I was thinking of. Okay.
I did great. That's what happened.
Then I don't say that to BB. I was gonna say that I could enhance ability on him since he would be giving it to two people, but never mind. If it's Sonar, never mind. I misunderstood.
No, you're all good.
I think I'll lay my plan out to everybody before we go back out there. I'm thinking I'll cast enhance ability on Skywatcher, and that way you can cast guidance on yourself and have both of those. And then I can do the emboldening bond on Jasper Corpse Grinder, and you all can have a D4. And then I can also guide someone, maybe Drea.
Yeah,
That's what I
you
was
could do
thinking.
all that's within the rules. That would work with your item.
So then, if everything worked out, then it would be advantage in 2d4.
Well, I can only guide one person. And I was thinking Drea, or I can double up on one of you all who already has a D4.
But that's with the emboldening bond. Would be an additional d4.
Right.
So
for one
You
person.
wouldn't have guidance. You would just have the cheat. Beery's attempting to give everyone a D4, and
okay.
if everyone passes their help checks, everyone would have advantage,
Okay.
except for Drea. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I'm going for.
Well, if Sonar passes their thing, Dre would have it too. Okay, cool. So I guess Jesse, let people know what they should add whenever they're making their rolls. You've got your plan set up. Skywatcher, are you doing anything?
Gonna just stare at the crowd and try to look at each person in the eyes
Interesting.
one by one.
You do that. Some of them are, maybe a little weirded out, but you do it anyways, and you begin to lock eyes with all sorts of different people. Yeah. All right. That happens.
Yep.
10 minutes go by. You guys reconvene. The show is starting back up. Beery, what spells are you casting on who? Let's do it again.
Enhance ability on Skywatcher.
Skywatcher, you're gonna have advantage on this.
Then emboldening bond.
Are you pushing that to Goody?
Yes, push that one to
Okay,
Goody.
cool.
And then guidance on Drea, emboldening bond, Jasper, and Corpse Grinder.
Okay, so plus 1d4. Jasper and Corpse Grinder, you guys can both add 1d4 to this next roll.
I'm also gonna give Skywatcher my bardic inspiration this time.
Cool. Skywatcher, you can add 1d8 plus 1 to your roll.
Nice.
All right. BB is going to roll his performance check. Here we go. Get
Got
that
some
done.
guidance on me as well.
BB's going to use his point of inspiration.
Holy shit. Are you kidding me?
What'd you roll?
Rolled a 1 and a 3. Like on the D20s. I have a -1.
BB got an 18 plus other stuff. So Corpse Grinder and Jasper, you will both have advantage on this. Sonar is rolling their performance check. They get to add 5 to this. With an 11 plus 5, that's a 16. Drea will have advantage on this. Okay. Jasper, I need your performance check. You have so for BB's help action, he is dancing around, and Jasper and Corpse Grinder, as you like go off on your instrument, he's like dancing towards you and like drawing the focus of the crowd to you. Back and forth. That's how he's expressing this. Sonar is just like doing like backup harp. So yeah, we're gonna need performance checks from Jasper, Corpse Grinder, Drea, and Skywatcher. Jasper, you have an extra D4 and advantage. Corpse Grinder, you have an extra D4 and advantage. Drea has a D4 and advantage. Skywatcher, you have advantage, and you can guide yourself for an extra D4. And Skywatcher, I'll let you roll now because I was wanting to do like the help people and then the crew.
That's
gonna
convenient.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Does that mean I re-roll 2D both?
You
the
re-roll
advantage
both of them.
D20, but not
Yeah.
the D4.
You can re-roll the D4 if you want. That's up to you. Drea got a 17 before adding their stuff, and with adding their stuff, that's an additional 4. So 21. Cool. Broke 20.
That's 22.
22. Jasper.
20.
20. Skywatcher.
21.
21. Everyone got it. All right. This
Much
is
better than a
pushing you
7.
all up.
Just don't choke the final section, though.
Okay, yeah. This is pushing you all. Like, you're seeing now, like, some gold is starting to go in the tip hat. Some silver is starting to go in. Tons of copper. To the point where the tip hat has had to be emptied and placed back out at this point. Jasper, or Corpse Grinder, what song are we opening up Act 2 with?
It's gonna be Myrtle. Myrtle is
Instead
the
of
fifth month
May.
of the year. Yeah.
It's gonna be Myrtle. I love it. Perfect.
Oh wow.
Yes. There's a lot of BB especially goes in on the dancing on this. Some real, dun 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 dun. I don't know.
And I'm about to walk out for a second time.
I'm gonna go. Fantastic. What's song number 2?
Paradise by the Carriage Light.
Ain't no doubt about it, we were doubly blessed. Yes, fantastic. I love it. They're singing the chorus at the end. That, and I couldn't do it any longer, Lord, it was crazy with a feeling. I love it. I love Meatloaf, so I love some of his music, not him as a person, just so that's clear for the internet. But the crowd eats it up. They dig in. They laugh so much when that song takes the turn to like he's made the promise, but now it's like he wants to fucking bail on the relationship. There's some people doubled over at that. Song number 3. Or do you want to go in on a tale of adventure of some sort?
I'll say we could do "Fly Me to Saloon" by the Blue-Eyed Crone.
Amazing. Yes.
And that can like slow it down as we go into the story mode.
Fly me to saloon. I love that. And maybe like turn the Equinox light blue or something.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a
You all
sweet
seen
one.
that meme? It's like, fly me to the moon, let me kick its fucking ass, let me show it what I learned in my jujitsu class.
I have not, but thank you for that. I dig
Welcome.
that a lot. Fantastic. Okay, fourth song. What are we doing?
Story time.
The Tale of the Fall of Ravison.
Is it beginning? Course Ground, are you up for it?
Yeah. That was gonna be is that gonna be how we ended it?
Well, I figure some people might leave at the second break,
Legit.
and then the third break can be like the third section could be like the encore.
Yeah.
Just the deep
I will say
dives.
after that first break, probably 20 more people managed to cram their way in here.
Hell yeah, 200.
20 plus 20 times 15 silver. That would be
300.
300, just straight up.
300
Cool.
silver.
Great. You guys are going to be raking it in. Okay, yeah, story time. What Corpse Grinder, are you trying to do your cube
Yes,
of demonstration?
absolutely.
You guys lay it out for me. Tell me about this tale.
It'll make the tomb seem like a big labyrinth that we had to navigate instead of we just walked in there. And traps, there were definitely traps that are along there, and the moon dial we had to figure out, and I'll mention the mirror of scrying, and that's where Shran.
Launching. Okay, go ahead.
What's the mummy that's with us? Shran? That's a Star Trek name.
Sinar. But I will say, you think if you tell these people that this is a mummy, it won't go well.
Right.
Just
I'm not
from
going to do
past
that.
conversations. Cool.
I'm going to tell them that there were mummies there
Okay, legit.
and inside the coffins of stone. What were you
I
going to
love
say?
this. I don't know.
And
Oh, are you
Yeah.
going to use this to segue into Moonbeam Scryan?
sure.
Yeah, we can. Like it breaks off right before we cast the moonbeam to open the tombs, and then we play Moonbeam Scrying, and then we go into the second half of the fight where
Oh yeah.
where Ravison comes out.
And the moose too.
Yeah.
But have it be
Fantastic.
like 3 mooses.
Yeah, for sure. Perfect. Yes, I love this. The crowd is in awe of this tale. The illusions combined with like the various lighting changes, the puffs of smoke from Jasper. They're eating it up entirely. You've spun this tale fully into something greater than it is. I guess, could you do me a deception check with advantage and add an additional +5 to whatever you roll from everything you guys are stacking onto this?
Ooh. No inspiration left. It was a 4.
Is,
Plus
is it transferable?
Yeah, if
I
you
can-
guys
I
want,
can-
if someone
I'll
wants to
offer
give
one
theirs
up.
away.
okay.
Ooh.
12 plus 5 plus all that other stuff, or just plus
Uh-huh.
my deception?
Plus deception, +5.
Okay. 22.
Okay, fantastic. There's no questioning of it either. Everyone's buying it. They're blown away. You think in doing this, you're also like potentially scaring people away from trying to ever go there because it seems so difficult and scary.
Good.
The tomb, not Lonelywood, right?
Correct. The tomb. Yes.
Good.
And that you segue into Moonbeam Scrying. Moonbeam Scrying. Wow. The whole crowd is just digging the vibe. Anytime there's like a repeating chorus, they try to get it on it too. Like I said, the drinks are flowing nonstop. Everyone here is loving it. They're singing. even in the midst of telling adventures about how shitty this place is, once again, and you've had this before, there's just this like catalyzing moment of it's not the winter in here in this room right this second. This is a different place, a different time, a better place, a better time. And that is incredible to everyone here that has been living in this sort of blighted reality for a long time. It's the shirts have sold out, the tip hat overfloweth. They appreciate everything you're doing for them. And with that, what's the next song following Moonbeam Scryan?
Yes has a song called Time and a Word, and we can make it time and a verbal component.
That is perfect.
And next Tony wanted to do 4chan's Son.
4chan's Son instead of Fortunate Son by CCR. And that is a song that Skywatcher sort of suggests and takes a little bit of lead on. With the completion of that song, because the tale that you all told, you stretched it out to be like 15-20 minutes plus the song. We enter into break number 2 for coming up on the third round. Anything you all want to do with this break? I'm gonna roll to see if people are heading out or staying, or does someone else want to roll?
Well, Jasper was going to scan the crowd and just kind of look for just anything.
I rolled a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
So more people are coming in instead of like if some people are leaving, other people are coming in their place.
This is the thing we've been waiting for.
Yeah, this is a big one. I rolled another nat 20 there to determine how many more people came in. It's another 40 people show up. What's 40 times 15?
Or 3, you mean?
600.
600. 15 silver.
Or
Or no,
3 silver.
3. Yes. 40
120.
times 1. Wait.
40 times
40
three.
times 15. Or no, 40 times 3. What am I supposed to do?
120 silver.
120.
What are you saying?
The shirt price.
My brain's not working. Another 40. And how many did I say came in last time? An additional 20?
Well, we got
Okay,
300.
Yeah,
Oh, so
I
that-
did.
that-
I was
that should've
basing
been-
that on
that
the
should've been
wrong
60.
math. Yeah, for sure. But it's cool. I'm keeping track of what you all are getting. 4chan, you have an increasingly larger bag of money in your pocket as the show goes on. But you're also like head and shoulders above the vast majority of the crowd, and everyone seems to be very aware that you could be a force of violence. No one even tries to fuck with you or come up and mess with the bag or anything. You're kind of like maybe leaning against the wall with the bag against your back, so it's kind of like they'd have to thoroughly press through metal to even try and get there, and no one's trying that at all.
Yeah.
Jasper, what did you want to do for the crowd? What were you trying to do?
Just look around and see if, just look at the crowd and just kind of take a look at who's here and see if anyone looks out of the ordinary.
Roll a perception check. There's so many people here, I would say you'd have disadvantage.
Okay. 7.
Tons of familiar faces and a lot more unfamiliar faces. You still see all the caravan folk. They're sort of like lined up against the side wall together. A bunch of the guards are sort of like spread throughout. You do see the sheriff, who has his own sort of retinue. With the conclusion of that song, him and like 2 of his people sort of move to head out.
Okay.
You the rest of it is just sort of a blur of people. The lighting doesn't really change during the break.
Would like to try again to get a beat on the Tojo Navarro.
Cool. I'll give you just a straight perception check since you're just having the whole time to do that.
15.
Yes. You see that the two of them are sort of in a corner together, and they're just sort of like whispering back and forth to each other as the show is going on. Now that it's in a break, they're just staying together, talking very quietly back and forth. There's 100 people between you and them, and they are on the other side of the building from you. But yep,
Okay.
You've got an eye on them. They don't seem to be up to anything besides talking to one another.
Excellent.
Jasper, do you want to do? You scanning on the crowd, Beery? Do you want to do anything with this break?
Talking to each other. I don't like it. Yeah, Beery's just gonna make sure that everyone's staying hydrated and has plenty of snacks.
Okay, that is doable.
Great job,
You-
everyone. Let's
you
keep
get-
it up.
Rounds of waters for everybody so that they don't slip into drunkenness. Skywatcher, are you doing anything with this time?
I'm going to start wherever I left off last time and just keep trying to look at each person.
Look at every
crowd.
person in the crowd. Cool. You do that, and you even see the two of the Oril's children whispering to one another. Lot of people here. Tons of them that you do not recognize, but they all seem to be friendly to you. You're definitely keenly aware that you will be well known after this day, even more so by the people of Bryn Shander, as it's. I think. Hold on, let me take a quick look here.
Is that that weird centaur that was staring at us at that show?
There is like a sixth of the entire town is here right now.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. And Corpse Grinder, do you want to do anything with this brief break?
Hanging out at the merch table.
Go back to the turret. Yeah, she's like, we sold out. I've sold everything. Here is this, and she hands you that bag of coin. She says, I took out the 5 gold I asked for you to pay me. I hope that's all right.
Oh yeah.
So that was 60 shirts times 15 silver. There's 900 silver in this bag, aka 90 gold. But yeah,
Wow.
you have already 900 silver from all of the shirts that are sold. Tony, I'm sorry you're having such a struggle with the Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I don't know. This computer's driving me nuts right now.
Well, we're almost done with this sesh. With that, the break completes. You guys make your way back to stage. We're going to be moving into the last round. Beery, what spells are you casting?
I think I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. It worked pretty
Cool.
well.
You can do that. You have everything for it, so no biggie. What color is the light gonna be as you enter in this final leg?
Purple.
Purple. Got some purple light going on. So once again, Jasper, you'll have a D4. Corpse Grinder, you'll have a D4. Skywatcher, you'll have advantage, and Drea will have a D4.
I'm using my purple dice for this because of the purple light.
Perfect.
Skywatcher, you can.
I'll give Skywatcher my bardic inspiration again.
Skywatcher, you'll be able to add 1d8 plus 1 to this roll.
Nice.
Because you can guide
Thanks.
yourself.
And you'll have advantage. And if you want to guide yourself, you can do a d4.
Yeah, I'm definitely guiding myself again.
And you'll have 1d8 plus 1. Okay, here's BB's check to give Corpse Grinder and Jasper advantage with his dancing. He rolled an 18 on the die, so we're good to go on that. Sonar is going to try and give the help action to Drea. Sonar got a 13 plus, so that will be advantage for Drea. Okay, we're gonna go into the performance rolls for the final round. Jasper, give me yours. You have 1d4 plus advantage.
Okay. 24.
Corpse Grinder, give me yours. You got 1d4 and advantage.
19, but I forgot it to my necklace gives me +1.
We'll add that now.
Yep.
If
So
you haven't been adding
20.
it. 20.
Still have 1 point of inspiration if anyone thinks they need it. Just so you know.
Okay, Skywatcher, give me yours. You got advantage and a d4 and 1d8 plus 1. Don't fuck this up.
Uh-oh. No, just kidding. Plus 8
Dre got a 15.
25.
25.
Give in.
All right.
Like, give an inspo to Drea to get Drea higher than 15?
If you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, let's do it. Sure.
Yeah, if you didn't, I was.
Yes. 15 and a 17 plus everything else. So that'll be 17 plus 4. 17 plus 3 from the guidance, so 20 plus 4 is 24. All right, this is the this was the highest threshold of success I had prepared for all of you. So well fucking played. Using a combination of magic and teamwork, you all rock out for this next leg of the show. What are we starting with? Hit me with our final songs.
Spirit in the Skywatcher.
What is it?
Spirit in the Skywatcher.
Oh yes. If everyone's cool with that, Spirit in the Skywatcher, that's a great one. Give me a little chorus for that, Tony.
Nope.
Cool. All right, so song number 2. Let's hit it. Nope.
I am not good at puns on the spot.
Yeah.
Maxwell's Silver Light Hammer.
Perfect. Yes. Bang, bang, Maxwell's silver light hammer came down. The dwarfs in the crowd especially love this one. They love a good hammer-related song, of course.
Can we do like some tavern faves just to kind of pass a little bit of a time in this part of the set?
Absolutely. Yeah, you
And
do
the
like...
Forks and Delva Knives.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's like that's another dwarven drinking song, and you see a lot of people start getting on that one. You do a few classic drinking tunes, some of them comedic, some of them, sort of epic in their scale, or I guess what sort of focus do you want to go for with these songs? If no one's rushing, we
epic.
can just... Okay, excellent. Okay, that eats up a good deal of time. I would say like 2 to 3 more songs if you all want.
Can I do my special one that came to me in a dream?
Yes.
Solo.
This is going to be a solo. Fantastic. I would like from you another performance check with advantage and a D4, and this will be you will have inspiration on yourself for this.
Bardic inspiration, you mean?
You got it.
Got it.
Do you say anything to the crowd before you play this one?
Hey everyone, this came to me in a dream, and I think it's pretty neat. Hope you will too.
Fantastic.
Plus D8 plus 1.
Yes.
Jasper does that thing that when like there's gonna be a really long solo, he just like walks off stage. Like he's just like,
Yeah, everyone just sort of like backs up and gives you room. Like people get like a few of you get a drink, like take a bite of your burger, that kind of shit.
I got a 26.
God damn. Fantastic. You launch into this solo. It's a song in Infernal. And the crowd, like, at first is sort of like, whoa, what is this whole vibe? And you, like, there's like a metal guitar solo in it, in addition to your singing as this infernal song carries out over the crowd. They seem to just be like fully enchanted by it and taken in, and by the end of it they are saying lyrics that they don't even really, it's like, I know the sound that I'm saying, but I don't know what any of the words mean, singing along with it, and just all sort of like swaying to this music. It is an impressive display of bardic power.
It's like singing along with Duhast. No
Yeah,
idea.
I was thinking of Kumbaya.
Yeah, like an infernal Duhasti Kumbaya.
I was thinking of Rammstein.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
that's crazy.
Okay,
We all
yes.
thought the same thing.
That song completes. You feel, for a moment as you look out in the crowd, you know who you're looking for, and you see them. And another successful performance of this dream-gifted song. 2 more songs. What are we going for? What are we closing with?
I am the Warlrick.
You want to get Warwick out for this?
Yeah. I think everyone's drunk enough. It would be a bad idea to do it at the beginning, early in the night, when everyone's real sober. But once people
The sheriff has left. We're good.
Yeah, for sure. There's a bunch of guards here, but you know, that's fine. That was amazing. Everyone gets a point of reuse, like stick around inspiration for breaking out Warwick.
Wow.
Well played, Jesse.
Thank you.
Yes, cuckoo cachoo, says the crowd back to you as Walrick sort of just like, you know, walruses his way around through the crowd. Final song of the night. What are we going for? You guys can discuss briefly if you'd like.
Trying to think of something that rhymes with Beery or Jasper. Best I've got is Jasper's hangs.
Is there a
paper
final
planes,
countdown joke we can make?
Or
But Corpse Grinder, how do you feel about making something up about defeating Oral? Is that too on the spot? To just be like, we're gonna kick your ass. We're coming for you.
flying in the sky on a white owl, you big dummy. Big dumb white
Excellent.
owl.
Yes, this next song you start out just bad mouthing Oriel, and maybe like expressing your hope for defeating her and ending the winter.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I'm
And
waiting
also, I want
for-
to clarify to the DM, not to the crowd, that I only mentioned clearing the pass. I did not say anything like we are going to do it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yes.
For this final song, can I cast a non-violent Eldath's Aurora to just give like an Aurora effect to the stage?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You give a bit of a glow to this sort of situation, and it's
But then
it's
when
your
the solo
own
comes
Aurora.
and we destroy Oriel, the Aurora goes away.
Perfect. Yes, I love it.
And
So yeah,
I'll cast Burning Hands and
Just-
just aim it like up in the air.
that's perfect.
I'm not hitting
yeah,
anyone.
there's
I'm going
enough
to,
room.
I'm gonna snakeify.
Oh shit! You summon a giant snake. It's just up on stage. Yeah, perfect. Everyone's like, "Oh, holy shit! There's a walrus. There's a fucking snake." Any other final finishing flourishes?
Just pass it off as they were drunk.
Yeah.
Who would have a walrus and a snake at a show? Come on.
Yeah, that's wild. Get out of here.
We're just flexing our true power. Just at the bar.
Unless there's anything additional.
I'm waiting for
For next time, does
tomorrow
anything
to have
rhyme
a-
with Jormungandr? You think you could make a song?
You'll have to just work on that in your own time.
Man.
I just
And-
want to workshop it real quick. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Armin
That's
Gander,
fair.
here for him and Hander.
That's a really awkward combination of syllables.
It sure
Rhyme.
is.
Armin
Jasper,
Gander. hardly
I
know
will
it.
say, you notice during the show, towards the end, Hlyn makes her way to the front and puts a folded slip of paper into the tip hat and gives you a wink before like heading out to leave, you can tell. Or I guess heading to her room because she stays here.
Cool.
It's a jet.
And yeah, with that, you all conclude this amazing show. You're met with applause. You're met with cheering. You're met with, celebratory enthusiasm for the defeat of Auril, the end of winter. And any closing words, Corpse Grinder?
Thank you, Bryn Shander. You've been awesome. Remember to tip your bartender and get home safely.
Excellent. With that, the concert
Yeah.
is concluded. You all start to see and gather the tips. You have the money from the shirts. You have the money from the door. People start to filter out. There's a bit of exchange. You see the two children of Auril are whispering to one another as they leave, and after an amount of time, you calculate that you got 900 silver from the shirts. You got, hold on, let me do this quick math. 623 plus 60. 683 silver from the door, which will get split in half with scram sacks as discussed. So what's 683 divided by 2? You guys end up with 900 silver from the shirts, 341.5 silver from the door, and from tips, 750 copper, 515 silver, and 60 gold, as well as a note that can be read. Here is the money that you guys got. If you all want to add that up and figure out how you're splitting that, you're more than welcome to. Drea seems to be interested in a portion of the cut. BB likes to get his 5 gold or whatever. I'll leave the math to you all to clear up post-show. But this has been, I think, the most profitable show you've been in the Dale. You've done while in the Dale. Jasper, do you read your little note?
Sure.
You open up this little slip of paper, and it said, "Great show. You're talented in a lot of ways. I expect faster work in the future. Don't let your chance slip away. Use this wisely." And on this bit of parchment, Hlyn has written the schedule of the traveling caravan. The work is laid out for you there.
Very cool.
Anything you all want to do before departing from this bar? You give Scramsax his payout. He's still busy serving drinks, but takes time to come over to you all. Thanks you for the show. This has been the best thing that's ever happened in this bar. If you all want to do this again, you let me know. I mean, it might be good to space it out a little bit so we get another turnout like this, but wow, this was amazing. Is there
Thank you
anything
for
else?
having us.
Yeah, you all would like to do in this bar? It is grown late into the evening at this point.
I guess is Junie still around?
Junie is still around.
Jasper was kind of go say what's up to Junie.
She is very into it and very into you, and she asked if she could come back to you wherever you're going to stay.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Forge Hand, would you like to do anything else here?
Not really.
Beery, anything else?
No, I don't believe so.
Skywatcher, anything else before you leave the bar?
I guess I will de-snakeify one. And then
Okay, your snake crawls back up under your arm, turning into a tattoo as it does so.
I might just go up to the bar and take a few shots. And just
Excellent.
offer shots to the people immediately around me also.
The drinks are given to you. Scramsax has made enough money that he is willing to just keep pouring you drinks. Do you join your party though as they go to leave back to Beery's?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
I would not stay behind.
Corpse Grinder, Cynthia asks that you stay with her back at Kelvin's Comfort for the evening, if you're willing to.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, with the performance completed, Equinox performing another successful, incredible, inspiring show for and profitable show for the people of the Dale. You all part ways, heading home to Beery's. There's currently a blizzard going on, but that happens. You see the aurora still overhead, trying to sort of make its way through the blizzard. It's still barely visible. You guys make it to Beery's. Jasper, you and Junie take Hilda's bed again. Skywatcher and Forge Hand, you find spots where you will fit and you can go to sleep. Beery, you make it to your bed. BB goes and sleeps in a little spot out in that main room. And you all make your way to slumber. While you all sleep, a small little goblin sneaks out of the bakery to maybe steal some things around town. We'll see. Okay. Fantastic. So,
Sneaky little boy.
while you all head to bed, Corpse Grinder and Cynthia retire to her room across the city in Kelvin's Comfort. She asks that you all, stay up a little bit. You smoke some pipe weed, you drink, you all fuck like animals. She, as always, is turned on and impressed by your performances, and this is no different. Corpse Grinder, you and Cynthia finally pass out at God knows what's hour. And you begin to slip into a dream. It is a dream of a familiar, cold place. Okay. And then this is the last one. Yeah. Corpse Grinder, you are sleeping. You are inebriated. You are exhausted. And you are very well unconscious as you begin to feel pain. And you wake up. You can't breathe. You taste blood. You look down and you see the handle of a knife sticking out of your throat. You look into the eyes of a figure you don't know. Their face is covered in black wraps. They pull a blade out. They do... And... Yeah. Hold on. Math here. A total of... Actually, give me a con save with advantage. you devilish boy.
Oh man.
Ooh, I am proficient. Dirty 20.
Okay. DC 15, so you'll take half of this. You take 55 piercing damage as this blade slides into your throat and 37 poison damage. That was halved. And this figure with this blade sticking out of your throat, it burns. You briefly look over, you see Cynthia dead as well, a slash across her throat as another figure in similar garb stands over her body. You can't speak. You begin to choke on your blood and bleed out. This figure gets so close to your face and says, "Tell Mephistopheles there are already enough devils moving pieces around in the Dale. Any more champions he sends will meet the same fate." Corpse Grinder, you begin to feel your soul leave your body, and then it pulls entirely towards an unseen ring that's been on your finger since session 0, granted to you by your patron. It acts as a siphon, pulling your soul from your body into it, and the ring shines bright with blue fire and then vanishes from your finger, leaving only your dead, soulless body behind. You feel yourself tumbling through reality, bound within this ring until you feel something, a finger sliding into your hole. You look up as best you can and you see nothing. You have no eyes. You do hear a voice of your patron echo through your soul.
Another failed experiment. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. This gem will be mine.
And I will take this moment to let the group know that Evan is going to be exiting this campaign. I have loved having you. We've all loved having you. Thank you so much for playing along with us. I would ask that you've done it already. You sent me a copy of your character sheet. As you pass into this other realm and feel the familiar voice of your patron, you begin to, set within yourself the knowledge that this is where you are now. This is what you're going to be doing. Perhaps maybe you'll be bound to an imp or something one day. You'll get another familiar form, but for the time being, you are worn as an item upon your patron's finger. The rest of you all slumber through the night. Jasper, you have a night of pleasure. Beery, you wake up early, long rested, feeling great about this concert, maybe some mild hangover, but your pockets are heavy with gold, and you make your way over to Neary's for your morning tea. And we will pick up there next time, you all.
Wow.
Wow. Goodbye, everyone.
Shit.
Yeah, goodbye. Wow.
Hi. My camera's not working, but I'm waving.
Wow.
Glad to know you're still listening.
Yep.
It's been real fun playing.
Yeah.
I love you,
Yeah.
buddy. If you
Love
ever
you too.
want to jump back in, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know.
Maybe for a one shot or something.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you could even come in here with like a churn and burn character.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is nearly 11, so I'm going to call it. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but that's just part of the fun,
Not D&D if there's no cliffhanger.
Right. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and sleeps well, and we will meet back in 2 weeks.
Sleeps well after that cliffhanger? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Don't
Also,
have any. Scary dreams.
You feel a finger slip into your hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was writing it, I was like, I don't know how else to say this. You're a ring now. Like, it's your body. I was like, slip inside you? I don't know.
Phrasing.
Phrasing
Was
for sure.
It was always a soul storing ring, and I never knew that.
The ring of, yep, that is a secondary function of that ring.
I thought we
Yeah.
did know that. Wasn't that discovered at some point?
I have a ring of mind shielding that I've never told anyone about, but I
Yeah.
have.
And
Made a
its
point.
secondary function is if you die while wearing it, your
Oh.
soul goes into the ring.
Wait, didn't we know that? I swear I remember hearing about that.
That might have been in another game or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Corpse Grinders talked about it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
No, that's interesting.
We might have heard of like another item that can do that for. Now I'm thinking of other games too,
Yeah.
for other planes or
I
something.
don't have any like specific recollection of it or anything. That just sounds so familiar. Like specifically a ring too. And I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Well, farewell, my friends. Until
Bye.
next time, thank you, Internet. Peace out.
Oh yeah. Goodbye, internet.
Bye, internet.